It is a tail. Pakistan have won the toss.
Bad first.
You keep 50 overs. You know the COVID rules about passing the ball back to the bowler as soon as possible, etc., etc. Yep. Right.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome and thank you for joining us at Mission Road for our Premier League game. It's the Little Saiwan Cricket Club versus Pakistan Association. Now, Pakistan Association, as you've just seen, have won the toss and have elected to bat. The lineup is as follows: Anas Khan, Arbaz Khan, Baba Hayat, Daniel Bukhari, Hamid Khan, Hassan Mohammed Khan, Manjinder Singh, Mohammed Rawaid Etisham, Tanwir Afzal, Yasin Murtaza and Zishan Ali as wicketkeeper for Pakistan Association, captained by Tanwir Afzal. Little Saiwan, their team for today: Aftab Hussain, Ihsan Khan, Hassan Ayaz, Ghazanfar Mohammed, Hussain Ikram, Ibrahim Ishaq Mohammed, Miran Zeb, Mohsin Khan, Tanvir Ahmed, Urslan Abdul and Waqas Khan. Promises to be a good game today. Some very talented players out on show, such as that with Baba Hayat, former Hong Kong captain and current top scorer for Pakistan Association, by a long way. Very talented player indeed. Anas Khan there, having a growing reputation with his left arm spin, and former first class players Pakistan, Yasin Murtaza and Zishan Ali. For Lil Saiwan, a team very much with a youthful look. You have the young Ghazanfar Mohammed with his leg spinners, a growing reputation in Hong Kong and internationally. You have the trustworthy and long-serving players of Hong Kong, Ihsan Khan and Waqas Khan, who have really dominated the run scoring for Little Saiwan this year, with 47% of the runs, if I'm believe what I'm told. And so it promises to be an excellent game, and we'll rejoin the action in a bit once all the players make the field. Looking forward to that at 2 o'clock.
It's a video.
It is a tail. Pakistan have won the toss.
Bad first.
You keep 50 overs. You know the COVID rules about passing the ball back to the bowler as soon as possible, etc., etc. Yep. Right. DLSW DLIT.
It's a video.
Tail. It is a tail. Pakistan have won the toss.
Bat first.
You keep 50 overs. You know the COVID rules about passing the ball back to the bowler as soon as possible, etc., etc. Yep. Okay. Yep. Right. Thanks.
Hello?
Hello there, folks.
Have it, Troy. Can you hear me?
The umpires are now taking the field, and we should be ready to start soon. PACC have won the toss and are batting first. The openers are making their way to the field. Our score overlay and team information will be up on screen shortly, but in the meanwhile, you can find the playing 11s on our Twitter and our Facebook pages. And this game, of course, being live scored on Crick HQ, Crick Heroes, Crick Info, and this live stream. So you should have plenty of opportunities to follow this game no matter where you are or what you're doing. The on-field umpires, by the looks of it, are Ian Thompson and Niaz Ali. The Lasawan players are now taking the field, and the two PACC opening batsmen are walking out there. It looks like it's going to be Babar Hayat and Hamid Khan to open the batting for Pakistan Association. A couple of changes in the team. I think you were alerted earlier on that Lasawan are without their regular keeper, Ramesh Rupasinghe, not available. I thought it was going to be Ibrahim Ishaq keeping wicket. He was supposed to be keeping wicket as per the team list received by us, but I do not clearly see who the wicket keeper is at the moment. No one seems to be wearing pads. Who is wicket keeping for Lil Saiwan? It looks like Ikram Hussain is walking back to the wicket keeping spot, so I guess he is keeping. Ibrahim Ishaq is not. Doesn't seem to be wicket keeping today, so I guess we got to figure that out. Who will be wicket keeping for Lil Saiwan? I think number 15 might be Ibrahim Ishaq. Sorry, Ikram Hussain, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, we got some issues with jersey numbers with these two teams in the past, and we're hoping they're wearing the correct jerseys today, but there's not much we can do to force them. Okay, it's definitely not Ibrahim keeping. It is. Let's see if we can get a zoom in on the keeper. Yes, we'll check. Looks like opening the bowling for Lil Saiwan will be Mohsin Khan, who has opened the bowling for them in basically every game so far. Very good left-arm swing bowler. We are joined today in the commentary booth by James Chan, who you heard earlier at the Women's Premier League game, and of course the legendary Afzal Haider. Thank you very much for a wonderful introduction. I'm sure you guys have heard enough of my voice. We're joined here by Afzal Haider as well, former captain and coach. Hong Kong.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
Exciting game here.
I think it was one of the best in the city we call. Always.
A massive rivalry.
It's a very much like India-Pakistan game, but nobody knows who's India and who's Pakistan in this game.
Yeah, exactly. A very aggressive rivalry at that. So expect fireworks.
I have been part of these matches in the past, so I know exactly how tough it is, basically, to be one of them.
That's good. So as we know from past results, we think batting will be the key today. Though it's been an issue, and this game, and Babar Hayat looks to get started very quickly. Firm drive down to the long on boundary.
Yeah, he struggled last week against KCC. Even though he batted, I think, almost 16 overs, looked good, but it was very tough wicket to bat on.
Yeah.
Compared to KCC, this is a beautiful batting wicket. It does have a decent carry as well.
I think
so it's going to be a different game altogether, playing on Mission Road.
Mission Road, a very batter-friendly track. Often a very flat wicket, not offering too much for the bowler.
And this is the only ground we have a proper boundaries where you can basically test your skill as well as a batsman, and the bowler have all the advantages.
This is our only international ground in Hong Kong, Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Mo Khan comes in. Oh, big swing wide there called by the umpire.
It's a Hamid Khan and Babar Hayat.
Hamid Khan facing up his first ball there.
Yeah, I think he done the same mistake last week as well. You know, being a young cricketer, he should go there and apply himself first rather than trying to hit on a very first ball. Especially somebody who does have a very good technique as a batsman. An upcoming young cricketer, given enough opportunities already for Pakistan Association to play in a top order in such a heavy batting order team. Beautiful shot.
Wonderful shot.
This
He's hit that hard, although it's straight to the fielder.
Yep.
He looks there with intent, and I think Lil Saiwan will respond accordingly. He's full of confidence. It seems like he's not afraid to play his shots. I think
that's what you're supposed to be, especially if you have a technique and you playing on a wicket like Mission Road, which is a beautiful batting track with a decent bounce. Even bounce, I would say.
I think it's good that he's trying to play his shots, making use of that power play restriction. with only the 2 out allowed in the first power play. And a little bit indecisive there.
I think this is the area where we need to basically, especially the advantage being all the match being televised on the YouTube, and all these cricketers again they can go back and check their styles and the way they batted during the game. What they are lacking on, they're lacking on singles. There are not enough singles in the T20 cricket nowadays. Everyone trying to go there and hit the boundary, which is not that easy.
There you go, a loose delivery just on the leg side where there's not a lot of protection, and he's just flicked that away. 2 runs. Just gets him off strike.
When did they tell you about the potential of batting out in order? When did you find out you were potentially batting in that position?
Mohsen Khan, he put on a little bit weight this season.
And the use of those boundary fielders.
I'll put the squads up on the screen very briefly.
Just looking at that squad there, as you can see, relatively young squad for Little Saiwan, and Pakistan Association having quite a few experienced heads. Yasin Mataza, Zishan Ali look to feature prominently later on. A lot of first-class experience back in Pakistan. You know, passing on that knowledge, those experiences to the youngsters will be key. Hamid Khan looks to, really confident today when he's batting, and hopefully that continues. Perhaps that's under the tutelage of the more experienced players such as Baba Hayat.
But this is something I think Babar, on a non-striker, he should go and speak to the youngster, especially after 2-3 balls being dot balls. What they need to do is rotate the strike somehow, because most of the fielders are there on a 30-yard circle, and they can easily nudge around and take singles, which is I think the better cricket to play
understood.
in a condition like this. It's not threatening there. The bowlers are like a normal medium pacers, nothing 140 plus in Hong Kong anymore. It's Aftab, left arm spinner.
Aftab Hussain.
Yes, one of the best left arm spinner we have in Hong Kong since last season. So he's in Hong Kong squad already.
I think there are 2 of them in this squad which we're looking out for, Aftab and Gazanfar.
Zanfar has been in the scene for a long. Leg
he's been
spinners,
a-
they're
he's been a
always
while,
match
but,
winners. They're
yeah.
always match winners. Leg spinners, they are the assets. Any country or any club does have leg
Yeah, I
spinner.
know.
They're the best people to have after genuine fast bowlers who can turn the game around.
Very much so. I think we all know the likes of Shane Warne, the damage he did, especially in the T20 format.
It wasn't the game you expected.
Number 4.
Beautiful straight drive between cover and extra cover for 4 runs. Baba Hayat, he's showing his class straight away. Faced only 2 balls, single on a first ball and boundary on a second ball.
No, very much so. We all know Baba Hayat. I think he's very much a proven run scorer in Hong Kong, and his record in Hong Kong speaks for itself. Very high average at this ground. He does love batting here. And that advantage does carry over into the international game, so I'm sure he's very confident that he'll get some runs today. They'll take his team over the line to win. Oh, there you go, drop catch there. I think that might be a chance. They'll rule on later. I think it'll be. Do you think that could be one of those that decides the game?
It was a simple straightforward catch for extra cover. Fielder was set there to basically, he was bowling in an area, he knew that he's going to drive the ball there. Bit hard, but that's what you expect. You're standing in an area where you, within the 30-yard circle, the ball going to come really hard on you, especially if Babar Hayat is batting. So
Especially with his quick hands, I mean.
Yeah.
No matter where you pitch the ball, come fast. It's just going to. Strong hands, good technique. Get behind that ball.
So sleeping.
That'll be, I reckon that'll be a big chance for Lil Saiwan,
you don't want to give that kind of opportunity to opposition.
especially to
you
a
know,
player like
yeah,
that. Especially
best
to a player
batsman.
like that.
He does have a very simple technique, and he hardly gives any chances when in early innings. You know, he plays through the line always, and it never looked. You know, he's struggling with something because of his style and technique.
Oh, that's a little bit of a bottom edge there, I think.
Lucky.
To the pad. Should have missed that. That
Wasn't a
would have been
very good.
interesting.
Basically,
Wasn't a great shot
no, not really. Especially on a left-arm spinner with a new ball in the hand.
against the spin.
Yeah.
One of the big voices there you can hear in the field, Ehsan Khan for Little Saiwan. Stalwart there. Expect big things from him with the ball and bat later, and that should have been the opportunity. Didn't commit to that as much as he should have. Was that a big chance? Again.
This time was a bit hard.
Yeah.
The fielder tried his best. I think it was Ghazan Ali on a point.
Is that time? Ahmed? 55?
Yeah, yeah. But it was him who basically tried to catch. Is it?
Yeah, no, Tanvir.
You wanted to be out.
There's a lot of people saying out here.
Well, Babar is taking all his chances and he's playing very, very positive here. This is the T20 game where he's supposed to basically play positive. Grab all the opportunities you get from the bowler.
As we can see, 12 off the first 2 overs. Solid start. Mo Khan just adjusting his field. He's just moved his mid-on back to long on. He's just still got the fine leg in place. He goes left arm over. Punched back. He does look to hit the ball very hard, this Hamid Khan, doesn't he? It's not afraid to go for it.
A very ideal height for a batsman. You know. I've been watching him.
What are
when
you
he
trying to
was-
say there? What are you trying to say there?
It's because short levers. It's
Yeah.
very easy for basically
very
for you to
much so.
rotate your, you know, moving your parts and
Very much
feet
so, I
and
think.
the levers and basically going into the mode of hitting the ball.
Historically, we look back at some of the greatest batsmen of all time. They're all very short. I mean, Don Bradman was, I think, 5'6". Sachin about the same.
Sachin, Javed Miandal,
Yeah,
Hanif
yeah, there you
Mohammad,
I think
Gandappa
also
Vishwanath.
Being short means that dangerous length is a smaller range,
Yeah,
less margin
yeah.
of error as a bowler.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there's a, yep, you're exactly right. Short ball.
A good length
Yes.
ball is a short ball.
Yeah,
now, so
it's
a
just
little bit shorter.
exactly.
Technically, you have more time to move on the
Yeah.
ball, especially with the people who are like a bit more taller.
Certainly. That's Mo
No
Khan
restriction though, but
coming in.
they look slightly better.
Oh,
when
he's
they hit
walked
the
up the
ball.
pitch here. Short ball, very well done.
Wide ball.
Given that a wide, but he has come down the track there. Given it in his original position, which I do agree would have been over the shoulders,
Over the head.
over the head.
Yes. But it was good ball actually.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, you have
Very,
to
very
basically- yeah,
reactive and
yeah.
very, you know.
People come up.
So just come up there. Keepers come up there.
So in the last game, last time one play, the keeper came up in the power play as well, and we saw him miss some chances and a few byes running away. Ikram now, different keeper. Let's see if he can do it.
I never saw this guy keeping before. This is the first time I have.
I think he's a young keeper. I think
Yeah.
Non-regular.
he's a not regular. The
Okay, so it's gonna be
as
tough for
mentioned
him.
earlier, the regular keeper is out, injured.
Rupesh, right?
Injured, yeah.
Rumesh.
I know he's injured, but he's not playing today.
Okay.
Oh, lovely shot. Just touch fuller. Not even fully timed in my.
Yeah,
That was very much.
that's his favorite area.
Yeah,
Anything length is gonna go over the rope.
exactly. That was a not timed to perfection, but certainly enough to go over, and that's a start with intent by Baba Hyatt there.
So easy to organize.
Better ball.
On the length. Good to follow it up with a dot. Didn't manage to get his perfect boundary and the single after to frustrate the bowler. He's got another chance now. Good response from Mo Khan there.
Just a quick look at the boundary leaderboard. Babar Hayat third on the 6 hitting list with 7 so far. Ehsan Khan, the opposing team captain, has 8 sixes so far. Will bat today as well. Martin Kotsi, currently batting against USRC, has 11.
Thank you very much for that.
He never miss any opportunity, just as he has always there.
Yeah, so I have that scorecard here, so we can keep them like updates, but still not.
For these two teams to qualify for the final, it's very much dependent on the game up at HKCC. How the outcome of that match will affect the two from this team. They have a chance. Oh, inside edge there onto the pad. He's just going for it. No, just a single.
Well, even though HKCC have a very high chances to play the final, but it'll be really good for USRC if they can win one match at least in the league. And this is the last one today. They're playing in up at the Gappers.
We've got a little breeze up here. I trust the gap will be blowing a gale for this afternoon's game.
Sorry.
Oh, hello. There it is. Slight
Beautiful,
misfield there, and then but he recovered well and almost took his chance there. Baba Hayat wise. Good call. Hamid Khan responded. They're still in to fight another day. Nice ball that, a little bit more flight, a little pace off it.
It's definitely gone to next level from compared to last season to this season. Aftab Hussain more confident now.
Do you think, having been around the Hong Kong squad for a while and that little bit more experience, that would have affected him?
Definitely give you more confidence. That's the first thing, of course. And when you play against different opposition, they travel around the world, you see more options basically for you to adopt some new things, and you train regular. That's the most important. When you're in national squad, you cannot skip basically those sessions for the fielding fitness and the skill work.
Understood.
That was very positive of Hamid Khan, straight boundary.
Yeah. Making the most of his return from a COVID effective Hong Kong. Making the most of this batting opportunity on a nice turf wicket. Wicket's very good today. It's not really thrown up any wobblies. Very true.
Looks like it's going to be a very high scoring game today.
It does.
Especially the both teams, they are full of like all-rounders and batters.
Got a crowd in at Cow Corner here where we sit. Hopefully we'll pick up during the afternoon to watch these two heavyweights slug it out. Again, very old and historic rivalry in Hong Kong cricket. And we hope you're all enjoying it across YouTube.
Fan code. Fan code.
And fan code. Welcome. If you're watching, say hi on the chat. If you have any questions, happy to answer them as best we can.
The change in bowling. Tanveer Ahmed is.
Tanveer Ahmed is coming on.
What we call this and police station end?
Good question. That's the softball field end.
Yeah.
Softball end.
Yeah, it's called the police station. That's a very popular term
Hospital
now.
end.
This building name is beautiful. What's the building name? Is
Zumarud.
Zumarud.
Yeah, on our left. Very picturesque.
They're very expensive apartments. To be very honest with you, 40 million for one apartment.
I'm very glad we haven't sent a ball flying in there yet.
We have in the past several balls.
It's
through
a
there.
1700 square feet apartments with 5 bedrooms.
Tanveer Ahmed, proven record at international level, very good with his Yorkers. See if he can put in a performance today. Short up first, stuck in the ground. Baba Hyatt says goodbye. Lovely pull shot there for 4 runs. Not the way he would have wanted to start.
It's a favourite ground for the both of them. Tanveer Ahmed have bowled really good spells on this wicket, and Babar Hayat always perform on Mission Road and KCC, the 2 ideal grounds for him. Have scored a lot of hundreds in this ground, and Tanveer Ahmed have bowled very good spells in Blitz and other tournaments here in this ground.
Another short one,
So no ball.
slightly toppy edge,
Called no ball. again
top
for-
edge. And it's been called a no ball, so we all know what that means now. Free hit. And it's the man you don't want at that end. Baba Hyatt. 2 short balls here from Tani. How will he respond? What do you think he's going to bowl here?
Yorker, that's his normal
Yeah, no, agreed.
ball to go. He's always been very famous for the Yorkers. I think he lost a little bit in last few years. He used to be a very popular death bowler in Hong Kong, domestic, and even for the national team.
See how he goes. He's just
Still very young,
getting a word in his ear from
very
Hassan
fit,
Khan.
very fit, young. Still have lot to offer.
Agreed.
Does have a beautiful run up, good action. He's just dropping a little bit on his left when he's going in a gather position.
He's got the deep mid wicket and the long on out. And Baba Hyatt goes for it, and no prisoners taken as he hits that for 6. And that's probably broken something on the roof there. I think they're going to have to get a new ball.
That was expensive financially. And the runs and
Let's
the
hope we
money
find the
and
ball. These COVID times, we don't want to be losing assets.
I think they're calling for a square ball.
Match referee,
Yeah.
Horace Leung.
It's going to be new ball, right? It's in a power play.
Yeah, in the first 5 overs, so you get a brand new ball.
So a brand new ball again.
Yeah.
So brand new white ball here.
Tabarak Dar has to readjust his budget for the cricket balls for little Saiwan this year.
Yeah, and he has long kick. Sure, he's turn for him.
Umpires today, Niaz Ali, Ian Thompson. Very experienced umpires on the Hong Kong circuit. Niaz, as some of you might know if you've been watching the Women's Premier League, one of the coaches there. Quick Superman change of outfit, and he's on the field as an umpire. So Tanveer Ahmed will want to get out of this over with no more boundaries to his name. Not a good start.
28 or 15 for Bubba.
28 or 15 so far for Baba Hyatt. He'll want to go to 3 figures today with a start like that. It's better. length there, and I think that's his first one of the day where he's actually got it where he wants it.
I think he's trying too hard. Just for the first over, you get your line and length right, and you just try to bowl in your normal areas. Normally would
Just
do
find
bowl
your
in the
rhythm.
T20 cricket, but he was trying too hard to start. The thing is, everybody wants to get Babar out, so you go a bit extra when you're trying.
Do you think
Yeah.
going short is the plan against Baba Hyatt?
Not really, not anymore to me.
Well, after that ball, I can
You have a brand new ball in the hand now, so you have to pitch the ball up.
well maximise that
Plus-
5 overs of
plus
swing you
a
might
bit
get.
more on the ball, try to hit the seam, get something out of it. We already tested the batsman on 3 short pitch deliveries. He's not struggling with anything. The wicket is not going to give you anything with the short pitch bowling. Unless you are bowling 145 plus, then yes, it's a different ball game altogether. If you are 125 and you're trying to bowl short to Baba Hayat, I think it's a bit of waste. No fielder, yes, missed the fielder. Misfielding there. Just gonna go all the way.
It's a good start here from Pakistan Association
And Baba
40
Hayat.
and Baba Hyatt. Indeed.
So not a very good start for Lil Saiwan and Tanveer Ahmed.
Oh no.
17 already off this over.
43 is it for no loss? Still 1 over left in the power play after this. He'll want his man now, Tanveer. Oh, juggled about. Baba Hyatt did think about it. Watched the situation, didn't call for the run in the end. Hamid Khan on strike for the next over. Quickly round, as is the custom in 2020 cricket. You don't want to get penalised for slow over rates.
It's going to be bowling change from that end again, right? Captain himself?
Yeah, Hassan Khan that goes up forward.
Yes.
Hassan Khan on to bowl his overs. You need not worry about slow over rates with him bowling. It's like a machine gun, it just keeps coming. Well, it doesn't stop. Nightmare for analysts and cameramen alike.
Getting 4 updates from this thing.
Have we decided that venue for the final already, or still negotiations are on the table?
I think it's still negotiating.
Okay. So who is offering best offers?
I can't say-
HKCC or
can't say-
KCC?
Can't say at the moment. HKCC still need to qualify. Let them do that first.
How about the neutral venue of Mission Road?
We've got it ready. That's the initial plan.
I think it's a better venue to play the final in terms of size of the boundary and the wicket.
Can accommodate crowds as well.
Anybody can walk in, no problem. Government facilities, you don't need to sign it in.
Hassan Khan up against Baba Hyatt.
They have 2 fielder out, mid wicket and long on. Typical off spin plan.
Baba looking to really take this bowling on, and Hamid Khan just happy to help his partner rotate strike and get him on. It's a really good start here. And he's gone again, cut hard. Misfield there, and they've gone for it. Early call, crucial there for a successful run.
I would say very good fielding actually.
Yeah.
It was
He stopped it. He stopped it.
uneven bounce basically
Yeah.
in front of him. So
He
he
did.
stopped the ball. It was
It's
definitely
happened.
boundary.
It's happened a bit today. The grass is slightly longer. And in the women's game, we certainly saw that. It was a bit uneven, spat up occasionally, as Mission Road does.
It's always because I think the surface is a bit hard underneath.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes you get uneven bounce.
And the grass
Compared to
variant is quite
KCC,
different as well.
with the grass
They're
is
very
very
different.
soft.
Yeah. It's the Asian pineapple-like grass, this, that we're playing on. Broad-leafed and very thick. Getting Hassan Khan in as soon as he gets the ball back. Nicely played, Hamid. It's just the one run, but it's enough to get Baba on strike, which is what he wanted.
That's the over. So he keeps strike.
Decent over.
And as the over's called, he gets himself back on strike.
Same
Into
bowler.
the power play.
Tanveer Ahmad again.
No, Mo.
Is it? Oh no.
It's Mo.
Change of bowler.
Mo.
Mohsin Khan back in with a
Khan.
new ball. Or 2 ball with a new ball, and this again new ball technically.
Yeah. Second bite at the cherry.
How are we gonna say cherry to a wide ball?
Oh, I don't know.
It's hard. You have to name something else.
I'll leave that to you after.
Cherry was always.
You're the kit
I
man.
played all my cricket basically with a red,
Red ball, yeah.
So very little with the white ball. Only maybe a few last season.
Played a game with a pink ball.
Not yet. Not yet.
One day, soon.
No more.
We have a Friday Masters League now, Afsa. It's made for you.
If I play, I still want to be a bit more competitive. It's the nature of the game and nature of me as well, being a bowler.
Yeah. 5 out.
We do have a 6 team in Master League, right? 6 teams in Master League.
16s. 16s.
So
It's a
4
very
out
good,
now.
It's a very good idea.
Committed. And Neil Saiwan maximising all of that.
Actually. Great commitment there on a short mid wicket. Young guy. Number 12. Who is that?
12.
Navdeep. Very good fielding. It's not easy to dive in a square because it's very hard surface over there.
He's wearing number 12, but he's Ursulan actually.
Is it?
Oh, Aslan.
They keep wearing the wrong jerseys. It's frustrating.
Apologies if we do get players mixed up. We are going by shirt numbers on what's provided.
But the thing
for
is,
us.
they got this
the
uniform
list.
last year before COVID.
Ah.
So not many people now can fit in their old jerseys, so they keep on swapping now. Much better line he is bowling now, Mohsin.
Good power play there, 40 odd off it.
.45 without losing a wicket, that was the best thing. All the wickets in hand, and so many people who can basically come afterwards and do the damage, further damage actually.
Just flicked back, trickled down leg for the single. Hamid Khan on strike. Field for Baba Hayat last ball was long on, long off. And you had mid wicket and backward square, deep backward square leg, deep mid wicket out for him, maximising that use now. One of them's come in and gone onto the offside. Deep cover out. Short ball there.
Right ball.
Let's call it a wide there. To be fair, Hamid Khan is not that tall, so
Very good to see him.
yeah.
It's a very long run up for a medium pacer.
I can get it back
I can't say much, I don't bowl seam.
from Baba.
It's on the pads, but no real appeal there.
He's showing more commitment in the second spell. He's trying. He's actually bowling very well.
50 up, PACC.
50 up for PACC, Pakistan Association. Baba Hayat, the key partner there. .34 off 22, 12 off 19 for Hamid Khan. Current partnership is now 49. Is it 50? Oh, 50, sorry.
Looks like white ball again. Yes. I think these two are the strongest team in a short format in Hong Kong. They're both struggling to qualify for the finals. Somehow,
On paper,
HKCC, KCC took full advantage of, using their home ground and playing in their own conditions, on their own venues.
I think that's expected as
They're always tough teams to beat in their ground, especially HKCC is always hard to beat in their ground. But these two are the best teams for the short format in terms of, you look at the quality of players, variety of bowlers. You have a left arm spinner, right arm leg spinner, right arm off spinner in both teams. At the same time, you have a very, very hard hitting all-rounders and top order batsmen in both sides. A lot of national players play for the both teams. And they have contributed so much to junior and senior cricket in the past 20 odd years.
another wide, an extra sundries, but more importantly an extra ball.
Especially Little Simon. I think they have more than 20 junior teams in the junior leagues, and they have a 2 team in Sunday League, 1 in Premier, 2 in Saturdays, 4-5 in Challenger League. They have a women team, and it's been doing for the last 20 years. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of commitment from the parents and the people who involved, especially I would say Tabarak Dar,
Oh, it's another
Ghulam
wide.
Sakwan, Azhar Hussain.
It's
And
going
Nabil
down
Nagde
leg.
was really behind the scene.
As we see, the chance dropped earlier of Baba Hayat is it's costing Dilly here, Lil Saiwan. They'll want to break through here sooner than later, just to break this partnership off.
Well played there by Hamid Khan, well fielded at mid-wicket. A quick score update, since we're talking about the HKCC US RC match. The hosts HKCC won the toss, chose to bat first, and Martin Kotzi is on 66 of 29 balls. HKCC won for 87 out of 6 overs. Nazakat Khan has returned to 11. I would assume he opened and he's a man out, but we don't actually have the score right now. We're just getting these short score updates. But
Tidbits off a source.
little tidbits, yeah, we're getting little tidbits of what's happening up there because some Wi-Fi issues down at that ground at the moment. But yeah, going well, HKCC at the moment.
What a season he's having, Kotze. Huh?
Yeah.
Except KCC, he's been scoring runs against every team he has played against so far.
I'll just pull up the batting leaderboard on your screen. Not even including his 66 runs today, he's the leading run scorer with 203 runs. Next highest is Baba Hayat, who, including his innings right now, is 147.
Wow. So it's a big difference.
The last time I remember someone leading the leaderboard like that was Scott Keckney a few years ago.
Really?
Bit
Is it talking 4-day cricket?
4-day cricket. No,
Or T20?
no, T20. I
Oh.
remember. Do you remember that season he had a few years ago?
Yeah,
Well,
I think
he-
when he was in HKCC.
Similar
Last season
scores,
HKCC.
similar average, similar scores. So yeah, I think it's a great performance here.
He's a very good
Got Martin.
wicketkeeper. One of the best
Yeah.
we have in Hong Kong. Not in Hong Kong anymore, but
I
still
think
part
he's
of the Hong Kong
formerly retired, hasn't he, from
cricket. I don't think so.
from international cricket?
Yeah, yes.
Is it?
Formerly retired from
Has he?
international cricket.
Yeah.
before?
It's too
No,
early to
no time.
retire. He's like a 28-year-old.
Wait,
He's
a little bit
focused.
older than that.
No, he's
No.
focusing on his
28,
role
27,
at
28, 29.
Singapore Cricket Club. We wish him all the best there. But Martin Kotze seems to be running a good stint for his team up there.
Is Martin's second season in Hong Kong or
First season.
First season.
First season in Hong Kong,
He
so he's
started
made a
off-
big impact.
He started off in Saturday League
Okay.
because he's brand new to Hong Kong, so he's not going to go back down to Saturday League anytime soon. he's firmly a Premier League and Sunday League
Yes,
player.
as we said, if HKCC win that big margin,
It's not easy to perform first season as a batsman in Hong Kong because people think small grounds, ordinary bowling, but it's still a lot of it's tough cricket here. It's not that easy. People think it's easy. It's not that easy. But he's having a very good season. I would say bowler always have a good season first season when they come to Hong Kong. Batters always struggle, but he's one of those people who have played highest level in South Africa.
Exactly. First
So
class cricket in South
yes,
Africa.
so
as well.
that made huge difference when you come from a different background and different standards you have played. But there are a lot of new South African cricketers who are playing for HKCC. Some of them have played very, very good cricket. But of course, their work nature, they had to stop at one stage to join the airline industry. A lot of pilots.
oh,
Hamish Dickey is one of them. He's been, I think, one of the Sunday team captain. He was very, very good batsman. Played his school cricket with A.B. de Villiers.
There's a guy who played for HKU's Saturday team who played school cricket with Rabada. Was one of our best batsmen for that one season, an exchange student from university, and
Wow.
left us. But that one season was good for us.
no chance at that. Comes down the wicket.
I think it's
Out
a
of the
very
way.
good move bringing leg spinner from that end because it's a slightly bigger boundary on that side for a leg spinner.
Trent Johnston wants us to make sure this is clear. The only time Martin Coetzee played a Saturday game, he got him out.
There you go, game recognising
So
game
you're-
there.
So you have to have a good quality bowlers to get him
You
out,
do, you
otherwise
do.
no chance.
58 for no loss in 8 overs. Slowing down
Trent
now.
Johnston, our national head coach. He's done a good job so far with all the challenges that have been presented to him in his short tenure at in HK cricket.
After getting a score update from a high performance manager. The Saigon obviously keeping a keen eye on what's happening there.
Tanvir Ahmed back on this end.
Back for second spell again.
More fielders out in the deep.
Ahmed Khan just running that down to third man. Getting Baba Hyatt back on strike. As you can see, the score projection is at 145 for this game. Personally, I feel maybe a bit higher if they can't break this partnership.
I think 180 plus with the number of batsmen they had in the kitty, and a lot of good hitters and all-rounders.
I think they'll be heavily reliant on some runs from Ehsan and Wakas, the top scorers in the league this year.
Can you get
Khalil Saiwan again,
Great shot.
wonderful shot, flat six, and that's another lost ball.
Great shot.
There you go, and that's probably something broken as well. The police going into the police station there. So, yep, everyone do a runner. We're in a bit of trouble probably. No, I'm only joking. We're gonna see Sharoy Vacha, our third umpire today. He's gonna throw out another ball as we're out of the opening overs. It is not a new ball now. It is
He'll be very busy, and it'll be good workout for him.
Good
He
workout
hardly-
for him.
He hardly walks.
those are the thoughts of Afzal Haider, not me. And he has Ali just looking at that
I've known
ball.
him for more than 20 years. Played with him in KCC, so
I'm sure he'll have a-
he's not going to spare you if he get the opportunity.
I'm sure he'll have a few words later on. Again, it's not a great start for Tanvir Ahmed. It's a little less than ideal.
Yes, I'm fine, having a word. Here for 24, yeah.
I think he could have changed the end. He bowled already one spell from this end.
24 runs
struggling
so
a bit.
far.
Could have gone to other end, but that's something
Oh.
for the captain to
The
look
umpires and captains are disagreeing on something.
I think they're talking about the ball being used. Maybe not happy with the spare ball. The replacement ball.
Oh, there's
Is their spare ball, right? They provide the spare balls, or is it
Yeah.
Cricket Hong Kong?
The clubs have to provide them.
Yes,
I think
so
the clubs provide
it's
them.
one of
there's
their
a little bit of a discussion going on in the middle with the umpires
Going eavesdrop.
and the captain of Little Saiwan, Ehsan Khan. I think he's discussing the condition of the ball that they've been given. I don't think he's happy. Horace Leung just sitting on the bench, our match referee, watching intently at proceedings. Again, it's a long discussion about what's going on here. Tanvir Ahmed eager to bowl his next ball.
Yeah, they're questioning the ball being used. Sounds questioning the ball that has been brought out.
Yeah, so the ball that has been brought out is being discussed, and they're not happy with it. The umpire is also discussing it, and the third umpire is bringing out a bag with him. I only assume that's the spare match balls we have. As you well know, once we pass 6 over mark, a new ball can't be brought out if it's lost. So now they're looking at the bag of spares to see what ball best suits the conditions the lost ball was in. And there's a discussion between Baba Hayat and Ehsan
65.
Khan there.
65 for no loss.
They're both national teammates at some point. One the star batsman, the other the star spinner.
It's 8.2.
Again, this break may not be that good for Tanvir Ahmed, who's probably thinking about his next ball after being hit for 6 there. He'll want to settle into a good rhythm after a nightmare start.
How much do you reckon this is gamesmanship from Ehsan? Take some time out of the game, break the batsman's concentration.
Yes.
Next ball after this, you get a wicket.
These are the strategies as well. People used to play with this. I remember one of ex-Hong Kong captain. I'm not going to name him. We used to play for Hong Kong, and when he used to we losing the control in the game, he used to run all the way and stop the game without even like saying anything to the bowler. Stood with the bowler for few minutes and like just
Stood there.
discuss nothing to show
Ehsan
that we are
Khan
discussing
is a
something very
very wily competitor. He is a lovely bloke off the field, and he is a ferocious man once you cross the ropes. Very, very good player, a good leader for the team. So I'm sure he's using his experience there to try to settle his team and find a response. It's only the 1 run, so it's good stuff there for Tanvir Ahmed.
So who do you think from this Little Saiwan squad is the third leading run scorer? We already know Ehsan Khan and Waqas Khan are the top 2 run scorers. Who is number 3 on that list? This guy. 66.
That's a very good question, Nitesh. Looking at that list, there's a bunch of candidates.
Ibrahim,
No.
Mehran or Ibrahim?
Nope.
Aftab
Aftab Hussain.
Hussain
Okay.
called it. And then
He's also got, I think, the highest individual score by batsman that's not Ehsan and Waqas. He got 37.
we don't want to say too much because Aftab's just in front of us. We don't want to let it get to his head. It's got to match the focus on, and that's a loose shot there, a little bit early on that one. It's just popped up, but no one there.
I think he played intentionally because fielders on
Yeah.
a long off, so he's just pushed for single. Wanted to give the charge back to the senior.
Well, I have to say I've been impressed with Hamid. He's played his role quite well today, and let Baba get on with it. Baba, 42 off 27.
I'm a
Hamid,
very big fan of
15
him
off
and
25.
Alia.
Oh yeah.
So these two guys, the youngsters, are like I really look at them and like the future. Hopefully they're gonna continue playing and keep on working hard. They already been exposed to the junior cricket from under 13, 15 and Hong Kong team and Hong Kong under 19 team. They both played. He's played already. Alian is the next person to come to that level.
Allianz very good.
I think a lot of the Hong Kong setup and the way the clubs work, the recruitment, and it's awesome to see, especially the quality of players that come through the system, especially at LSW and PACC. It's
With the less facilities compared
Yes,
to HKCC
exactly.
and KCC.
I think having been around and coached in the school system and understood how it works, a little bit of a slow ball there by Tanvir Cutter, I believe.
Team is dying.
I believe the school level of school cricket that we see is very competitive, even if it's just tape ball cricket. I think we've seen tiers, we've seen all sorts in our time at CHK when we see all the competitiveness that comes through the school system, and it only bodes well for those who later move on from tape ball to the hard ball and carry that enthusiasm and fire with them. It's been a pleasure to see some of these players play when they were younger with the softball. It's impressive. I think one of them in the team, I think, like you say, I had the pleasure of coaching one of the players not playing today, Dhananjay. He's a very ferocious bowler, and he has come through the system very well, and especially he's been at LSW for many years and has learned his trade under the tutelage of, good coaches such as Ehsan Khan. And this, I think, has been a season for him to really break through and make his mark on the squad, getting that spot that he's desired in the past and make himself known.
The junior
throughout the Hong
program
Kong
is quite
cricket
big actually compared with a lot of other clubs.
Yes.
They have a lot of devoted coaches like Suresh Pandey, Gulam Saklan, Tabarak Dar, even Azhar Hussain. They're working very hard. Ehsan Khan.
Especially given the facilities they've had in the past few years, it's been fantastic to see them come through. And now Ghazanfar, one of the products of that system. Him and Aftab have started to make a reputation for themselves in the national team. Ghazanfar with his leg spinners. So that little bit of width there just allows Hamid to cut away and get Baba on strike. .71 so far, and there, cut away, and that's gone to the fielder on the boundary. Got a deep square leg.
Do you think that
Deep
the
mid-wicket.
tactics works already? The runs has been quite slow since that ball break.
It has. I think it's
It's only been singles, not any boundary in last 2-3 years.
They worked.
they've completely nullified it. They've got their full allotment of boundary riders. All forward of square. Oh, hello.
That was wrong one.
Very good change up there. Caught Baba Hayat unawares, but just a very good over there from Ghazanfar. A little bit of more control asserted over this Pakistan Association batting pair. What a start for Pakistan Association, eh? No wickets. 75 runs, I think, on the board now. And that's going to be key to try. They got wickets in hand going into the latter half of the game, and they've got a bit of freedom to make a big impact later on. They just keep ticking over. They've got to find a breakthrough here somewhere, and Ehsan Khan has switched ends. He's now coming on from the Kowloon Hospital end. Ah, what a shot, and he's just slog swept him over deep square leg. What a shot. I mean, that's up there, I think, with one of the best shots we've seen today. You won't have liked that. See how he responds.
That shows he understood the wicket very well. He have played all the bowlers now, so he know exactly what to do from now on.
And you know what? It takes the pressure off Baba to score another boundary. The latter half he'll want to, but it means that Hamid doesn't need to look for runs. That's 10 runs off these 2 balls here.
In all this excitement, he's brought up his own 50 as well.
And that's his 50 up.
50 with a 6.
50 up with a 6. That's incredible. And Lil Saiwan have to find a way to stem the bleeding here.
First 50 for PACC batsman this tournament.
First 50 for a PACC batsman this tournament. Thank you, Nitesh. It's a privilege to see here. Oh, he's coming over the top again. Is it caught? No, it's gone. 6 runs. No one's hurt. You just smacked that over long on.
Okay, so maybe Ehsan's strategy didn't work.
As Ehsan is getting pasted here. 6-4-6.
So that's the problem with off spinners. When they're under pressure, when they get start hitting, it's very hard for them to stop because they only can do one way kind of a bowling.
It's just fast. He's getting quicker and quicker. Just love to see. Oh, hello, there's a misfield, but it's not going to cost them. Very good backup fielding there from Meran Zeb.
A quick score update. We've got HKCC 114 for 2. Martin Coetzee's already been dismissed for 77. So
how many
no
balls?
century from today. And Jack Metters has just been dismissed as well. So now it's 115 for 3 in about the 11th or 12th over. We'll get an exact score for you soon once the Wi-Fi issues are sorted out at HKCC.
Thank you.
10.5. 11.
Thought there.
Okay, yeah, thank you. 11 over. Yeah, 11.
Blink of an eye, Ehsan Khan's done. He's very quick going through his overs, so if you ever need a man to speed up your run rate, it's him.
Yeah, even though with the 3 boundaries.
Exactly. It was rapid, wasn't it? We didn't even blink and you miss it. Again, it's very much a dominant batting track here. The crowd should look for a few balls here. Zanfat, and he's opened up there. He's just taken the single down. Deep mid-wicket boundary.
No. Even though it's the longest boundary, still hard to run for 2 runs. Ball travels so fast.
It's a little bit more, a little bit fuller. Drove straight to the fielder there, but still playing very confidently. Young Hamid Khan.
Very well.
That's wonderful. To get him back on strike, he's just come across there, but turned it round into the empty, vacant mid-wicket region, just for the single there. Baba Khan.
Extra
Baba
cover.
Khan.
That's the only gap you can see from here. Extra cover or slog sweep.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's gone straight
There
up
you
there,
go.
and that's gone for 6. That's in the softball. Oh, and that's hit the air raid shelter at the back there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's a big 6. I think that's another ball gone missing. Here we go again. The great ball debacle.
Well, I told
Let's
you
go.
start of the game, they have to basically rebudget it again for the cricket ball for the season.
Baba Hayat loving this ground as he normally does. It's gone to 70 now, am I right?
Yep, 70.
70 off how many?
37.
37 balls. So another standout performance today. We've already had Martin Kutzia's
77.
77.
Baba's got 70 of his own.
Let's see who's going to
100 up as well for PACC with that 6.
100 up.
In 12th over.
Yeah.
12 over. So Looking for a big score here.
It's going to be double from here.
Do you
200
reckon
runs.
200, 220?
With that,
on
yes,
the
number of
cards?
people they have on the kitty, yes.
USRC is starting to make a bit of a comeback. HKCC now 115 for 4. Luke Jones out as well. So I believe that's
Wow.
Luke Jones, Jack Meadows, Martin Kurtzi, and Kinchit. Nizakat Khan probably all out.
In there, right?
Kinchit's probably still in there. And I think the run rate's a bit high, probably in the 13th over by now, so about another 7 overs to come.
Tries it Andrews as well.
Now, it's interesting to see how USRC chase this. Their batting has struggled. I think the highest score in all Premier League T20 is 140-ish. So anything in the 150, 160 range would actually be a history-making chase for them.
I think it's hard for them because it's a new team in the Premier League. It's the first season, so first knowing the people, knowing the team, knowing the captain, and the roles of people. A lot of youngsters in the team, so it's a very hard for them to outclass any team in the Premier League. All these teams are been there for so many years, but I think in short format, anything can happen. You know, two-set batsmen can change the game at any
You're
stage.
exactly right. I think
Yeah.
we're seeing that at HKCC as well,
Yeah,
with
true.
the great start they had up there. 100 and odd for 2, and now just 2 quick wickets changes the whole dynamic of the game. And now you might be able to say that if a few more wickets go, that game has changed into USRC having the momentum. And with a lot of the game left over there.
But the
who knows?
weather condition is going to be 100% suit to HKCC.
It'll be a gale
gonna
up
be
there.
more
It'll be
chilly up there,
windy, colder.
Ursulan Abdul, I think for the first time is going to be bowling in the Premier League, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Arslan Abdul.
He might have played for the Hong Kong under-19s when they were in the Premier League a while back, or the Independents at some point. But if I remember correctly, this might be his first Premier League game.
Wow.
Arslan Abdul, what a time to come on under pressure from the PACC batsman. First up, Baba Hyatt. Welcome to the Premier League. Let's see how he does.
He's got a very nice action. He's surprisingly quick. But I mean, this is Baba Hyatt, so
You've seen Baba Hyatt's wrists. Quick man.
Good
Oh,
fielding. Very good fielding.
I mean, it's a great fielding effort for a man his height.
He's bowling so well as well, Guzanfir.
So both Shahs are batting, so that's going to be Kinchit and Ninad.
yeah.
The brothers looking to carry that score over the line for HKCC. Oh, that's just a
Bit
little bit of
skiddy,
a
bit skiddy, not
Yeah.
easy
He's skiddy.
to
inside edge. Just something different on offense
Yeah,
from
yeah.
what we've had early on through Tanvir and Mo. So
They've been
Really.
playing for a while, especially coming with the reputation to bowl to somebody who's already a reputed batsman, and it's going to be treating differently because somebody's new.
every dot
He's a
ball
bit more
bringing
careful.
confidence.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, no ball.
no ball.
Arslan does have a no ball issue. I have called him for no balls as well in Saturday League cricket, so it's something he's got to pay close attention to his front foot, and Niaz is paying close
And
attention.
that's a free hit there. Good figures they have there. Full allotment of fielders out, I believe. So he is well protected, but this is Baba Hyatt, and let's be honest, boundary fielders don't matter if you can clear it by double the length. The flats at the hospital end are in danger once again.
Beautiful.
Lovely ball, lovely ball. And he's just restricted them to one there. Excellent bowling from the young man.
Great comeback.
It's a good first over so far. I think Aftab Hussein's gone over to congratulate the young man.
I think with his approach and action, he's somebody who thinks slightly more than the other bowlers compared to like talking the medium pacers.
And that's slapped out towards long on.
He's bowling very full, so that's the best thing to do in short format.
Lots of advice coming in, lots of support coming in from Aftab Hussain here to the young bowler. 2 years ago that was him, and I'm sure he's repaying the favour there that he was given by Hassan Khan when he first started. And that's it. There's a man underneath there. It's a good effort. It's out.
I can get
And he gets the breakthrough, and he gets the man he wanted. Baba Hayat
Wow, great first wicket.
out. Great first over, great first wicket. Welcome to the Premier League. Excellent work by the young man there, and he's repaid his captain's faith in bounds there.
Bit too late.
Baba Hayat.
Could have tried him in the first game, not in the last game.
Baba Hayat shaking his head there as he's going off. Knows it was an opportunity missed there.
Yeah,
get his
I think
100.
it was a miss hit. Didn't come in like in a bat. Was coming in slow a bit.
Zishan Ali, another strong batsman, hoping to get his name on the board today. His team would love him to try finish out this 20 overs. See them across the line with a big score. Prediction still at 167. Let's see how it goes.
200.
Yeah, I would say 200 for the cut, but let's see how Zishan does. You know,
Very
he's
good.
an experienced batsman.
Very
He's
good
played
batsman.
at the highest level. Was it first class cricket?
Yeah, for Lahore he played.
Lahore. Isn't that your backyard?
Yes, we come from the same basically city. Played for different clubs, but both played for Lahore though. It's not easy to play for Lahore when you have 12 million people in the city and 350 clubs in the league.
He's done well.
And
Let's see how he does here.
You know, basically playing 11. But we luckily Lahore had 2 first-class teams in a competition in Kazim Trophy.
He's come down the pitch to that, and he's driven that powerfully down to long on.
First ball in the middle of the bat.
Well done, young Arslan. Done well there.
Very good over.
I think you'd be very proud of that if that was
Definitely,
if that was one of your young bowlers coming up through the system. That would have given him amazing amount of confidence, getting out a batsman of Baba Hayat's quality.
I think we had I'm not going to criticize the captains now, but we had a better captains a few years back. They were like a more courageous to give opportunity to youngsters. Like looking at the last 4 matches of Lil Saiba and the main bowlers, they were struggling in some stages. They could have given opportunity to the people who are playing in the team at least 1 over to try somebody new, something different like they did now. And he got the wicket in first over. If you could have done that in the past, different story altogether.
There have been quite big changes though in these Premier League sides in terms of a lot of the youngsters coming through now have had a season, have been blooded for a season, have really, you know.
But that's what we have
Allowed
in
to
Hong
sink or
Kong.
swim.
We don't really have those 35 plus people playing cricket anymore. There's like a lot of youngsters playing the game on a Sunday
KCC
like
have a
comparative
few.
standard.
KCC have a few. Dan Pascal and likes.
Somebody who's performing on a
There you
consistent
go.
basis, I think
It's
is
Hamid Khan's turn, and he's smashed that down the ground for 4 runs.
And if somebody is unmarried, I would say is very young. Doesn't matter, he's in the mid 30s. Less commitments, more committed to the game.
Yeah.
So
True.
that's
True.
what the. Once you have a family, it's a different ball game altogether.
There are definitely a lot of very talented players who've missed out once they've started a family, have taken a few seasons off as a result.
Yeah.
Zonfa coming in, looking to a response. Touch short there. Gets just that slight under edge on the cut.
I think he need to change his gear now because he done his part already. So now he has to score runs. There's enough batsmen sitting and waiting for their batting.
I think what we can say is that Hamid Khan does have an experienced cricketer at the other end in Zishan Ali to look to for advice and a few tips here and there of what he's seeing. Touch short there, and he's just put that out. Are they going to run to there? No. Zishan Ali on strike now for the leg spinner Gazanfa.
The best thing to do, if you can't do anything while you are batting, take single and go to other end. That's what I learned from my coaches, and we taught the same thing to the people. That's the best thing you can do. If you can't do anything, take single, go to other end, then you'll still be 100% strike rate. Very good. Very
You
good
might
running
not
between
be
the wickets.
seeing it as well as the other person, but yeah, no. Very good running there.
Very good running.
Very good
That's the
running there.
commitment.
Six overs to come.
6 overs to go. You heard it from the man himself. Nitesh, our stats man. Man also controlling the graphics.
6 overs too many.
Still got Tanvir outside the come.
Nine wickets in the.
Yasim Murtaza, Tanveer Afzal, Sunny Singh,
Sunny Singh, yes.
Anas Khan,
Up there,
Daniel
all of that.
Bukhari,
Let's be honest, Hamad Khan.
Bilal haven't even batted
Bilal,
yet.
yeah.
So
Bilal
it's
in the 11. I think they played Arbaz Khan. Yeah, Bilal's been dropped. Arbaz Khan and the fast bowler is playing in his place. So
okay.
they've left out Bilal for this.
Hamad Khan could make a name for himself if he goes on to big things here. Arslan got away with that full toss. Good thing to see. There's still smiles on the faces of
I think Pakistan club, they
DLSW
have
batsmen.
been the most consistent team in last 20 years. I have seen they won like so many Sunday leagues and Premier Leagues and short format tournaments, a lot of other
He
things.
slashed at that and he's found the gap there. Slight misfield, just had them thinking about the second. Good communication there from Zishan, just prevented them from getting a run out. It's good work there from the seasoned competitor.
PACC have been very good, and that's why it's surprising this season that they've.
This is maybe the first time after a few years they struggled a bit, even though they have a very, very strong.
Yeah, I think it's partly down to not being able to play much cricket in the months leading up to the Premier League, right?
There was the problem, I think, because none of the team had any pre-season.
Yeah.
KC, they were lucky because they have their own grounds.
Exactly.
So they started a little bit of fitness and a little bit of not like with the social distancing. They done a little bit of say pre-season,
Yeah.
not really 100%, but at least they had opportunity to go in the gym and do other things.
And also, a couple of PACC players are not in the national squad currently at the moment, so they're missing out that extra training there as well, right? So.
Oh,
great
lovely,
shot.
but he's hit it straight to the fielder there,
Damn.
and that's out.
It's a good idea.
2 wickets for Arslan.
That's not a youngster at 2 wickets.
Got
Brilliant.
the both opener out.
Like you're right. Bowlers have it easier when they make the Ahan Trivedi this season.
Yeah.
Now Arslan.
It's not bad thinking there from the young man. It's just poor execution.
So now while we have this break and play score update from HKCC, Ninad Shah's out. They're now 128 for 5 after 13.4 overs.
Oh,
So USRC coming back into this. Now coming back into it, they're trying to make a point here. They're trying to play spoil sport, and if HKCC lose, suddenly the calculators come out. We have to figure out how quickly do this. I want you to chase this to qualify, or how quickly do the PACC have to win.
go all that hard work for the
I'm not going to do that. From my point of view is we'll finish all the games, I'll accept the results of cricket's here, and we'll see what happens. But any keen fans out there, feel free to bust out the calculators and calculate it.
and I will say,
Yasim.
that's your job, not mine. And gladly so.
Yasim Murtaza.
No, I think
Yasim Murtaza.
it's really good for the Premier League to have a competitive, even for the qualifying for the finals.
Yes.
Like 3 or 4 teams are still in the race till the last weekend, basically before the finals.
Yasim Murtaza out to bat now, so these 2 players now at the crease with first class experience in Pakistan.
Yasim belongs to Sialkot, basically the famous city to provide all the sports gear, the world's biggest football exporter city, and a lot of cricket brands, all the cricket brands basically, Pakistani brands come from that city, and they do produce a lot of cricket equipment for the other brands. But he played all his first class cricket for Rawalpindi. Played professionally in England for different clubs, like 5-6 seasons he played there as well. Before moving to Hong Kong, he was regular in UK cricket as well. But once he, I think, settled in Hong Kong, he's more happy to stay here and play for Hong Kong in near future.
So that's sooner rather than later.
I think he's qualifying next year.
Aslan in again. Just giving him off with a bit of length, but is that out? No!
Great effort.
It was a good diving effort though there by the long off fielder.
Would have been great if he pulled it off.
Has he thrown a shoulder?
I think he might have.
That was a wonderful diving effort. However, that has gone for 6.
Ibrahim is a very committed cricketer.
Very good. Yeah. I think that's the first.
Could have been
boundary-
third wicket for Arslan.
Yeah, first boundary of Arslan's ball.
Yes.
What are his figures so far, Nitesh?
2 for 15 in 2 overs,
2 for 15.
Including that 6.
including the 6. Right? So pretty good. He's
Very
bowled
good
quite
bowler.
well.
Especially for a youngster. I think in 2020 cricket.
He's
that's
be competing with
lots of-
Tanveer Ahmed from now on in the short format matches for the
very
Little
much so.
Lil Saiwan has some very promising young pace bowlers because Dhananjay Rao has played already this season. He's out injured. They've got Asad Nawaz, who played in the Premier League one-day game in March, not selected today, but in the squad. They've got Navdeep Singh, who is quite highly rated. A lot of people have seen him bowl. I think he's got a lot of potential. And they're missing Arslan Abdul as well, who's been around their system for quite a while, getting his first chance Premier League level. So quite a young pace battery they're building up at Lil Saiwan.
The junior development program has always been very good. I mean, looking at their facility, they have no nets technically, no clubhouse or anything. Using all the LCSC facilities, and they making best use of it. And they have so many juniors team to look after. Compared to Pakistan club, that they have their own cricket nets and they have own their training facilities in the clubhouse, and they have only 3 junior teams.
Yeah, one in each age group.
Yeah,
basically.
they're not I think interested in under 11 cricket
Yeah, they
anymore,
don't
so
have
they're only doing under 13, 15 and 17.
Yeah.
Which is I think number of coaches they have in the club and experienced cricketer, they should have at least double the teams, junior leagues, and 2 more maybe under 11 team in there. And women league women team they used to have in the past,
Yeah.
which they're not having anymore. So there's something to look for Pakistan club, because they have very good facilities, cricket nets and changing rooms and
Oh, that's the wicket they would have
Beautiful.
wanted.
Yeah.
Ehsan Khan, captain, coming through once again.
Brilliant.
Wonderful ball there. Got the batsman's trapped in his crease, a little bit indecisive, not sure whether to go forward or backwards, and it's just taken his off stump.
Big
there.
wicket, Yasin Murtaza.
Big wicket. Like the man says, Yasin Murtaza having a good reputation in the league. And in comes the new bat, Tanwir Afzal.
Also, that diving effort by Ibrahim Ishaq, just an update, he's gone off the field due to his shoulder injury that we saw him pick up there. Young Navdeep Singh is on the field as a substitute fielder right now, so keep an eye out for that. We'll see if Ibrahim is supposed to open the batting. He has opened every game.
opening batsman for the
Yeah.
past few matches.
So I think he's just gone off as a precaution. He's sitting down, doesn't look too bad. I think it's just a bit of a precaution because he has to come out and bat again. So yeah, showing commitment in the field. Ehsan Khan will be happy with that wicket. Captain versus captain now.
Lots of experience
Most of
still in the
spinners,
lineup.
They always get the left-handers out. What is the story behind this?
Of course, leg spin spins away, one goes straight through. If you're off spinner worth your salt, you eat left-handers for breakfast. That's what you should be doing. And Ehsan Khan loves bowling left-handers.
And I think that's what women's captain Kerry Chan did earlier on in the Women's Premier League. Had a good ball.
She batted
lethal.
very well this morning.
Quite a lot of the women's players from the Premier League are still here at the ground watching on the sidelines, showing their support.
I believe they've arranged a picnic
Brilliant.
and to enjoy this afternoon's proceedings. And what a game we're having. It's a very dominant Pakistan Association side right now,
But they have lost 3 quick wickets.
and
They were
that,
100 for no loss.
that shows in the run rate. I think we're now into the final 5 overs, and Pakistan Association slowed right down. That 200 looking more and more unlikely as each ball goes by.
You know, well, these batsmen, you know them very well. They're not gonna stop
we
more
do-
than 2
we do
balls.
know.
That's their reputation is.
Oh, Zishan Ali, what a shot that was. A little bit of a risky effort there. Just to work that one down to fine leg.
One
Field.
ball to go here.
Fielders out now. We have the deep backward square, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and then the deep point there. It's gone very defensive, just to try stem the runs here, which they're doing quite well.
So end of the 16th over here. Both matches in a very similar situation. The ACC 130 for 3 after 16. HKCC 132 for 5 after 15. So both matches going in a very similar trajectory. HKCC have lost a few more wickets. USRC could probably be chasing somewhere around 160, 170, and little side one over here as well could be chasing somewhere around that range too.
A few more wickets for USRC could see them turn the tide completely again in their favour.
Exactly.
Again,
Mohsin Khan.
they would be chasing down probably one of the highest scores they've had in the Premier League.
Yeah, the highest ever is 140 if I'm not mistaken, so that would be a record-breaking chase if they chase it down.
Stay tuned. We'll update you as we go through the game. Again, once again, thank you for watching on YouTube, Fan Code.
Thank you to our sponsors, Green Ink, who have been supporting Premier League cricket and Junior League cricket in Hong Kong for a couple of seasons now. We appreciate the support.
If we see Mo Khan's come back on.
Are you allowed to do warm-up balls in the ground? I don't think so anymore.
Not quite sure about the.
Well, that's up for the umpires to decide.
Yeah.
I'm sure that.
Because you can destroy the nature of the ball and just.
Yes, oh, that's towed a bit, and that's an opportunity
gap.
that's found the gap there.
Navdeep there, the sub fielder, doing a good job.
Tanwi Afzal.
You can tell easily he's one of the most colourful shoes he's wearing.
The bright yellow shoes.
They supplied by you, Afzal.
Either me or Tabarak Dar. I know these from me.
Stop playing.
What is he wearing? Chase, is it?
Painter.
Painter. Are they painters? Oh, there you go. That's another one. It's hit the gap again. Extra cover.
Brilliant.
No, they couldn't get to it.
Good try.
It's an attempt though. It's not the easiest of shots. The drive over extra cover. But he's played those two shots very well there. Zishan Ali. Skipper Ehsan Khan having a few words to his bowler here. He will want to get out the over very well now after those two direct boundaries.
Field a little bit. Moving another man into the offside.
He's going really hard on the bowler.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Bit like Baba was going on earlier.
He's scoring quick, Zishan. He's already moved to 21 runs. In no time.
Taking over where Baba left off.
Talked about this earlier in a preview article. Zishan only had 28 runs, I believe, in the 3 innings leading up to this. He's due a big score. He played the match-winning innings for them last season, which saw them beat KCC, hit a 50 there. Very good player. And I think he realized he needed to step up and perform today at the ACC to earn a spot in the final. And so far he's delivering. Him and Babar have delivered so far.
No, they're very good cricketers.
I have to say that the opening partnership was crucial there, and it excellent to see big runs on the board early on. Just puts that pressure on LSW to come back with the bowling short again.
But that was the asset of
Has he
cricket
given it
Hong Kong.
wide?
Lot of people who basically drop their cricket in Hong Kong, and some basically coming from overseas and joining them. So with the very good mix, we have given very good results to ICC and ACC cricket. So being a expat city, I think it's a very, very positive thing to have people have played their cricket elsewhere and move to Hong Kong for their living or for the jobs or business or work. And after 3 years, they qualify to play for Hong Kong now.
We also have quite a lot of players coming through who are born in Hong Kong, or actually come through our Hong Kong age group system as well, which is
Yeah, they're the major source basically.
Yeah,
They're
well-
the one who basically rely heavily on them.
quite an achievement, I'd say, for a small player base.
And he's gone, and it's 6.
That's
6. Rest assured that ball is probably safe.
That's Tanveer Afzal, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yes,
Barak Dar breathes a sigh of relief as that ball is found safe, and it will be continued to be used.
He's somebody naturally very hard hitting batsman. He just like I think sometimes he did make poor decision, try to hit on every single ball. If he can be a bit more selective, he can be even more lethal. Very well ball, good comeback.
Just a fun tidbit. It was, I think, 2 seasons ago, Tanvir Afzal in our Premier League 2-day competition hit a double 100. So he is capable of now and then knuckling down.
He have scored 100 for Hong Kong. He
Exactly.
have performed very well as a Hong Kong captain in the recent past. Complete all-rounder, without a doubt.
Just
shot.
walk back just a touch short and get underneath it, and that's another lost ball. Sorry to Barrack.
Another 400 plus Hong Kong dollars.
600, I think now, 650.
So I think
Is
we're
it?
on
The white ball?
Yeah, the platinums.
I think we're on a
Supposed to be
few
cheaper
thousand
because
here.
Australian dollar gone down a bit.
I think that's a few $1,000s
But
right now.
our shipping and freight costs have gone up as well.
True.
So
150 up. That's it.
So up, as I said, 200 runs with this batting. Yes,
Doing it.
it's very much possible.
close to $2,000 now.
HKCC meanwhile are 144 for 5 with 4 overs to go.
Okay.
It's a good recovery that. 4 overs to go. Could take that score upwards and onwards.
See you. Thank you. 3 overs to go here. 150 with 3 overs to go. 50 runs in the back 3, hit some 200. 150.
So, how many he need to bowl? Ehsan 1 over. 1
Yeah.
from Gazanfar.
Yep. Well, they've got 2 overs after Hussain left in the
Okay,
bank.
so 2.
So he's going to bowl his 2, I believe. So you
Right.
have to get 1 more over out of either Ehsan.
Ehsan is bowling now.
Salan.
Ehsan is bowling now. So
No, Aftab is bowling now.
Aftab, okay.
Yeah, so Ehsan either is going to bowl.
Either
or-
Ehsan or Gazanfar.
Or Gazanfar is bowled out.
Okay.
Gazanfar is finishes 4. So,
So then Ehsan Khan, no other
Ehsan
option.
Khan or the
Captain
one of the quick
himself, of
bowlers.
course.
Yeah, the captain himself bowling the
So
difficult
finishing off with spin. Not often you see that in 2020 cricket.
Mhm.
The double spinner finish.
Especially on this ground, it's not
Yeah,
very
it's not-
ideal.
yeah.
It's not very ideal. You have to have somebody with a decent pace, bowling Yorker and full bowls, rather than spinner. But
Well, the big boundaries are widthways, so let's see what happens. And he's gone straight over the top. Is that caught? He's underneath it. He looks like he's shaping to catch it, and he's got it.
With the bright yellow shoes, Navdeep Singh.
Navdeep Singh.
Brilliant catch. Well
Courtesy
done.
of Afzal that. Oh,
can't miss him.
there you go. I think that's Zishan Ali out trying to push it here. And rightly so, with so many wickets in hand.
Well, that's what you need to do when you have only 3 wickets thrown and you have 7 batsmen to go.
Exactly.
Everybody can hit in this team.
You've got license to.
Oh,
You just have a bit of freedom and a bit of breathing space. If you make the
the only
odd
sad
wicket
thing
falls-
about them, they couldn't qualify for the final straight away, so they have to go through the stats and all that, winning the match first, and then of course going through
Well,
the
completely
stats
dependent on the
and
KCC,
result with the
HKCC
as
result.
well. They could have qualified for the final, the team they had, but again, thanks to COVID,
Danya.
no pre-season, so
Yeah,
more they playing,
Daniel
more they getting into it.
Yeah.
You alright?
Daniel Bukhari, the new batsman in, a left-handed batsman, will be on the non-striker's end because the batsman crossed. So Tanvir Afzal will be facing. A score overlay will update shortly. Give it a moment. But in the meanwhile, the 150 for 4 is Zisan Ali dismissed.
He's very aggressive as well.
Daniel Bukhari,
Daniel,
yes.
he was opening batsman always. I think this year they're batting him in a middle order.
They're using him as a bowler. He's bowled his 4 overs in every game
But I
so
was
far.
surprised to see him in last game when he was bowling, and he was bowling so well.
He
But that
bowled.
was the KCC wicket, which
Yeah.
ideal for spin bowling. It's a brand new clay they used this year, so it was keeping low a bit. But it's going to be a different ball game here,
Let's see.
Mission Road.
Yeah,
Let's
true.
see.
They've got extra fast bowler in the playing 11 as well.
So
today,
that's why
KCC.
maybe they
Yeah,
have a change a little bit.
exactly.
It's a smart move.
Danielle having experience in the under 19s, I believe, in Hong Kong.
No, he never played for Hong
I
Kong
think
on
he
any.
did he?
No, he
No,
never
he was
played.
in the squad.
He never represented Hong Kong junior
But-
level, but he's in a. I think he was in a Hong Kong A squad for a while.
Yeah,
For a
but
short term.
very, very
Very good.
explosive batsman.
Very, very good cricketer.
We'll look for his shots. He's gone down on the knee there, driven, then got his captain.
As you
On
know, Hong
strike.
Kong is a very expensive city, so you very early age you start working and to make your living, and parents,
Yeah,
especially if you stop studying, the parents will like straight away put you in a work.
yeah.
You're not gonna be playing only cricket and doing nothing. It's not Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. We have that luxury, so keep on playing cricket till you can.
Go. Not the cleanest of strikes, but 2 runs on offer here. And
What do you mean? The cleaners? It's like he played on a mid wicket, converted the spinner.
Connection wasn't clean. Could have sounded better.
wasn't the cleanest of connections, like I was saying, but he's run the first one very hard there, and took his option of the second very well.
Where the ball gonna go on this one?
Straight down the ground.
Cut corner.
Oh,
almost.
because 2 balls maximum or 3 ball he can block.
Yeah, there you
He
go.
has to go third ball.
HKCC picked up 17 runs of that over, I believe. The last 2 overs, 17 runs of the last 2 overs. They're 161 for 5 now, with 2 more overs to come.
So Kinchit Shah is still there.
I think so. Was that? Ooh, fielded.
Very good call. Oh,
Very,
that was-
very
that was-
clear
That was
calling.
last ball as well, so
Yes.
he wanted to
So
face the next ball.
of course.
Could have been otherwise taken risk, but it was very good call. Wasn't a single there.
It's also the favoured end for boundary hitting,
There you go.
the shorter side.
Captain back in.
Khan coming back on.
So it's gonna be
One more over
2
after
sixes
this.
in this over. What do you think? 2 or 3?
Could be a wicket.
Oh,
Off spinner
Free
bowling.
boundaries
Off
and
spinner
then-
bowling to somebody who's a very very clean and good hitter.
well, I'll tell you what it means. It means we're in the firing line. So put your helmets on.
He's taking his
Get on
helmet
the
off.
cover.
though. We can borrow that one.
Is Ehsan gonna get his man early?
So the stats
Big
on your
question.
screen of Tanway Afzal's Premier League career stats includes 2-day cricket. So his career strike rate, including 2-day cricket, is 109
Oh wow.
and 50 over cricket. So
Not a man to stick around. Goes for it early, goes for it hard.
4 men deep on the
Let's
leg
see.
side.
He
And
knows
long
his
off.
field. He knows his field.
And short fine leg in the circle. Very simple field. Everyone back on the leg.
Here we go, gents.
Yorker.
And he
Perfect.
plays it out. That's actually wonderfully played, because that means a younger man, Daniel Bukhari, is on strike.
It's gonna be hard for him to hit his left-hander.
Yeah. And Ehsan knows how to bowl to left
He
handers.
does have basically more confidence against the left-hander batsman. He have taken a lot of wickets internationally even against left-handers.
And he's just changed his field slightly here. He's got the cover coming in. Long off, long on,
Ibrahim is back in the field, so that
Deep
means he's
mid-wicket.
okay.
Good.
deep square leg. And a very square fine leg.
Beautiful
Oh,
ball.
deep backward, sorry.
Beautiful ball. Yorked him. Nothing you can do about that.
He's very intelligent bowler. He is.
Oh,
Bad
he's just
decision.
pass.
That was
that
bad
another
choice.
lost ball?
That was bad choice.
Oh, it's saved.
That's still 6.
Why you want to take the chance and leave the ball in the air to a left-hander batsman in a second last over or second last over?
That's a wonderful shot, by the way.
What do you expect from a top order batsman?
Against the spin, you know. Very nice. Bit quicker, bit shorter this time.
Oh, he's got the
Cut
gap.
away. It's going to be
Three.
2.
Three.
Are they going to push for the third? No.
No. Nine runs so far.
And 9 runs is how much Kinchit needs for his 50. He's currently batting on 41 of 34. We should have a final score update from there very soon.
He's having a very good season. Kinchit Shah
And he's gone again.
out.
Is it?
Yes,
Yes, that's
easy
out.
wicket.
Easy as you
Didn't
like.
quite get all of that. But then, like we said, a bit of license to go for it here. Wickets in hand.
Good
In
set.
next
Sunny
is
Singh.
Sunny
Sunny
Singh.
Singh.
Indeed, Sunny Singh. Aftab Hussain, the fielder there, long on to take the catch. Well judged in the end.
safe hands.
Safe hands, yeah.
Sunny Singh in to come in and try finish this innings off.
So do you think it was purchase of a wicket? Letting 1-6, letting him go for 1-6, and then
Yeah, could be. I mean,
he bowled in a similar area but slightly different
slightly different.
pace.
Yeah, I think Ehsan wasn't intending to give away a 6 to get a wicket, but I think once the 6 was given away, he factored that into his plans and built around like, if he wants to play that shot, let's let him do it again.
And he's gone for it, it's gone up.
That's
Is
what
it?
I'm saying.
No, it's 6. Just hit
Tanveer
the
of
side
Sri
screen, it's
Lanka.
back in.
How close was that to our cameras?
Let's just say
That was close to our cameras.
Nitesh broke a sweat there.
I was worried for a moment. $3,000 for one of those cameras, $10,000 for the other one. So, oh, it's more than 10,000. You're told. Well, good thing I hit neither of them. So let's say.
I'm more concerned it makes sure he chose one.
Okay, Aftab Hussain into bowl now.
We do have a third party insurance, right?
Yeah.
Quite optimistic to assume we've got insurance for our cameras.
If anything, you have the evidence for it.
That's true. We've got video footage. A bit of a delay in updating our score overlay. That will be updated shortly. But I believe now the score is 169 for 5 after 19 overs. Meanwhile, over at HKCC, Kinchit has brought up his 50, 52 of 38 balls. We'll get a score update for you in a moment. Aftab Hussain to bowl the final over of the innings.
Oh,
Sunny Singh, typical. Miss and hit. Hit and miss.
He played a very good innings also last year again in the Premier League T20 de facto final. It was a final group stage game. The two teams, KCC, PCC, both unbeaten going into it.
and he's tried to go for it. That's straight down. Is it caught? And it is well caught
Well
there.
caught by Ehsan, right?
Hassan Khan,
Yeah, Ehsan Khan
skipper.
himself.
And off goes Sonny Singh. A high and by situation.
Anas Khan.
Yeah, they're sending in all the hitters.
Khan.
They have so many.
It's just wearing the wrong jersey. It's just the
I believe we have the twins on the field. Two Tanweer Afzals.
I told you they made the
233s.
uniform last year before Corona. Most of the team they are using last year uniforms. No sponsors this year.
Yeah, not yet.
It's
no
a very
sponsors
good
yet.
excuse for people not to sponsoring teams this year.
So
COVID-19.
we'll tell you who's on strike. This is actually Tanweer Afzal,
Hamid Afzal's actually on strike, yeah.
There you go.
and he's just cleared the front leg there. Tried to go over. Has he? Yes, he's gone. He's gone over the deep mid wicket boundary, and that's run 6 up there.
Yeah, Aftab bowling.
Aftab bowling the final over.
175 now the score. Kinchit Shah fell the very next ball after bringing up his 50, and at the moment HKCC have 3 balls left in the innings, 175 for 6. So they've
Oh, he's mishit that.
2 runs.
oh
He's not run. He's not run there.
so scores identical at PACC and at Kwong Road and at HKCC. Both teams 175 for 6 in 19.3 overs.
They both are very good batting wickets to bat on, so it's a very ideal situation for the team who's batting first on both.
Agree to both wickets. I do like very much.
Yeah,
I think
beautiful wicket. The KCC, of course, is a brand new clay. That's why they
I've not
used
yet
to be
tried
very good
KCC,
batting wicket.
but
Yeah.
I do look forward to it.
Better
full
try
toss,
next
I think he's-
better try next season, not this season.
I'll join you in the Masters then. Tanweer Afzal looks slightly miffed at missing out that full toss. It's a good ball though, low. Now this is Anas Khan on strike.
Anas Khan, I think the last time these two played, they went to the final over, and Anas Khan hit a 6 of the penultimate ball to win the game. Hit that Gazan from Mohammed, but again, after I was saying, spinning the ball the same way. Last ball of the match. Can he end strong?
Left-handers prompted the change in the field slightly. 4 on the leg side. And the man out at long off. And he's gone for it. Long off is in the game here. He's come in. Oh, it's dropped short.
That's innings.
And that is it, boys. And the final score,
177.
177 for 6.
What do you think about that?
Lil Saman came back very strongly.
Very,
actually,
very good
especially
finish.
after getting Babar and
Yeah.
Hamin in basically in a 2 consecutive overs.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's a very good score for the bowling.
We look forward to seeing what the next innings contains. I think it's a very good start. It's a good score posted, but still quite chaseable. And I think the little Saiwan do have that talent there that could do it. Waqas Khan, Ehsan Khan, Aftab Hussain all can carry the bat. Can do a job. And whilst little Saiwan have their post innings debriefing,
178 at HKCC.
the umpires just overseeing the wicket maintenance. Final update from HKCC, 178 on the board there, 179 to win for USRC. So their biggest total to chase in their short Premier League history, their second season in the competition. Look forward to seeing you guys back after this short break as PACC look to defend their total of 177 for 6. Join us after this short innings break.
You want to go through the batting scorecard? We just have the scorers currently confirming the scorecard. Might be a little bit of discrepancy here and there, we're just double checking things. As it stands, we've got 177 for 6 for PACC, whereas HKCC scored 178. So very similar scores at both grounds. Both teams losing 6 wickets in the innings. The scorecard is right now on your screen. As you can see, Babar Hayat, 73, the main man, led the innings, although Tanwar Afzal's cameo of 33 of 13 balls also very crucial. There were some good contributions by Hamid Khan and Zishan Ali as well. A quick look at the bowling scorecard, and we have 2 wickets apiece for Urslan Abdul, who I believe is playing his first Premier League game, but I will need to double check that. 2 for 15, 2 overs for him. You've also got 2 wickets for Ehsan Khan, although a bit expensive, gone for 40. And you've also got 2 wickets for Aftab Hussain, who was excellent once again, has been very good this whole tournament so far. So, as it stands, we have a quick innings break now. PACC 177. We'll let you know if that changes. We'll let you know if there's any updates or changes or development in that. And I've actually just gone on through and checked that Urslan Abdul did play a Premier League T20 game in 2018-19, one game where he didn't bowl and got to bat late in the match. So this is probably his first time bowling in the Premier League. So very good stuff from the youngster on what is essentially his bowling debut. He played for the Independents in 2017-18, did not bowl then either. Alright, good stuff, Arslan, well done. We'll try to get you a more detailed scorecard from the USRC HKCC match a bit later once their Wi-Fi issues have gotten sorted up. But yes, it is the innings break now. Join us again in a few minutes.
not.
Okay. You're alive.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Umpires just making their way into the middle there. PACC just finalising their huddle, their team talk, knowing what they need to do. Keeper Zishan Ali just jogging on the field after a short break. As you can see, the score 177 for 6 off their 20 overs. Pakistan Association. Baba Hayat 73 off 42 balls. Hamid Khan ably supporting him with 29 off 44. Fireworks provided by Zishan Ali and Tanwir Afzal with 21 off 12 and 33 off 13 respectively. And 8.85 is the was the run rate for that over, for that innings.
26 is Ibrahim.
Sunny Singh looks like he's going to open the bowling here. No Tanvir Afzal, sorry. Apologies. In the wrong direction. Tanvir Afzal to open the bowling.
Ibrahim and Ehsan Ayaz.
Ibrahim Ishaq Mohammed and Ehsan Ayaz to open the batting here. One slip in place.
So an interesting move to open with Ehsan Ayaz. Waqas Khan opened the batting in the last couple of games, and now he's moved back down from the opening slot, and they've moved in Ehsan Ayaz, the youngster, who hasn't had a great T20 so far, relatively new to the team, but very good looking left-handed batsman. Ibrahim Ishaq has opened every game so far as a regular opener, top order batsman for them. High score, only 30 so far. Has built a couple of good partnerships, but we need him to kick on.
Oh, a wicket like this is not an opportunity to be missed, and he's a little bit short there, Tanwir Afzal, and he's a bit early through that, just getting a leading edge off the toe of the bat there, just going down to short third to get off strike. What do you think, Afzal? Who's your money on right now?
Pakistan club.
Yeah?
The
Pakistan
bowling,
Association.
the bowling is very, very basically competitive, and they have so much variety in the bowling. Lil Saiwan, I think the bit of short batting this year. The last few batsmen, Shahid Wasif and Ramesh is not playing today either. He's a very good batsman, wicketkeeper.
Who do you think are the key bowlers we're looking out for in this innings?
Yasim Murtaza,
Yeah.
left arm spinner, very ideal for. It's a beautiful batting wicket. Only left arm spinner or right arm leg spinner can do slightly better than the other bowlers on this.
Oh,
wicket.
slapped away. They found the gap there between the cover fielders. Is it going to run? No, it doesn't run. It's just 2 runs there.
Thank you. Wow.
Oh, luxuries of
See,
having a good
this is what we call
reputation.
contacts.
Hand delivered coffee here at Mission Road. Wow. Where's mine?
Is this CHK as well?
Yeah, this is for you guys.
Oh, wow.
Begin.
Wow, all the treats coming out. Unfortunately, we're not TMS. Simple operation, so instant coffee and Oreo thins are on hand to supply the commentary team with the energy and enthusiasm to get through the day. Good length, working away from the left-hander there, through to the keeper, to dot ball.
So, Ehsan Ayaz's stats on your screen now. That picture was taken at HKCC when he was batting in a University Cricket League match. So one of the many players who've come through our various league cricket, including University Cricket Leagues. Good player, but doesn't quite have the record yet to show it. He'll be looking to make a statement today.
Play and a miss again. It's going to be wide though, and they're going to steal a run as well.
But ball's not carried there to the keeper. He's had to tried to take a difficult attempt there, but it's just ricocheted off his thigh. And the skipper won't be too pleased.
The other opening batsman, Ibrahim Ishak, stats there on your screen as well. Very experienced for player his age. Has been in the system for a long time. Used to work at Heiko, so know him
One of
well.
your colleagues, was it?
One of my colleagues, yeah. Oh, well bowled there from Tanvir. Excellent.
Stuck in the pitch a bit more, that one. Just gone through about shoulder height there. Bat. It's nice.
Tanvir Afzal is one of the best new ball bowler in Hong Kong. Always been, since I think last 7, 8 years he's been bowling new ball. Very good bowler. Does know all the tricks of a new ball, areas to bowl, and the batsman, he read the batsman very early.
Batsman coming out with the crease just to try
I think
get
he
that
lost
new
a
ball swing.
little bit in his pace. He lost a little bit pace for with the age, of course, but very experienced and very useful all-rounder.
a few tricks up his sleeve.
He cuts the ball on both sides.
Oh, that one going on. It's a good thing he's got a thigh pad on. Had enough thigh getting tested. And in the over there. 5 runs off it. And we're seeing a new bowler come on from the other end.
I think it's the first match he's playing. Nitish,
Mhm.
new bowler. That's his first match.
Arbaz Khan, yeah. Arbaz Khan playing his first game.
First game and given the new ball at the other end. It's a big recognition from the skipper there that he can do something here. Straight away to the left-hander.
All the captains are playing their very positive roles. They're giving opportunity to youngsters, like Tanvir Afzal did with the Hamid Khan, to let him open the bat and play top order.
A good decision that was, a very good
All
decision.
the way in the Premier League, he was playing the top of the order, even though they had a very good batsman in the middle order who have opened in the past. And now with Arbaz Khan giving him a new ball. Somebody looks like young and very strong shoulders. He's not even
I was
running
about to say that
running
was
with
that was a quite an aggressive shoulder action there into the pitch. I think
Okay, I was looking for you. It's frozen again.
slap that through. Is he going to make it all the way? And it does. 4 runs there. Just punched through the covers by the left-hander.
Looking good so far.
Very good batsman, this guy.
He's very talented.
Played through the line, that's the best thing. In all the shots he played so far in 2 overs, he covering the line and playing through. Rather on other end, Ibrahim, who is a better batsman and played already so many years, he's trying to play cross shots, trying to hit on every ball.
Tried to go for it a little bit there. I think his last shot was very good. You know, just didn't look to overhit, just punched it.
Yeah.
You know, just let the field do its work.
There was ball in his area, so he took full advantage
And
of
the
that.
dogs are cheering that boundary, as you can hear yapping in the background.
He wanted to have the same shot again in the area.
There we go. Oh, very well kept out. Nice full ball there from young Arbaz.
I'll tell you, he's going to be hard bowler to hit because he's varying so much. He's been bowling in all the balls been bowled in 4 different areas so far. So somebody young, strong shoulders. Looks like
Still got a
quite
bit
strong
of
lad
zip.
as well. Running for a few paces only.
Short pace,
Only.
just all shoulders.
Yeah,
High pad there.
got away with that one. So all 5 balls on a different lines, different length. And you have a bowler on the other end, Tanveer Afzal, who will bowl basically 6 ball on the same spot.
Same spot.
Slightly short of length, cutting away, bringing in a bit. sometime.
Different little tricks every ball. And he just slashed that away
Beautiful.
through point. Excellent shot there by the left-hander. Good way for the batting team to end the over.
He's just waiting for the width and full balls basically. So
Baz
it
just
shows the quality of somebody who knows his cricket very well.
That's just a touch loose there. 2 overs bowled so far.
Start pumps, Roy. 13:38.
13 runs off those 2 overs. Tanweer Afzal to continue on from this end. Is he going to bowl 4 straight? Or is
I
it-
don't
do
think
you
today.
think
Normally he does, but I think he'll bowl 3 overs today.
3 overs. And they'd finish off on the last one.
Yeah.
That death over. Do you think we'll see that change in Yasin Mataza come on in the next over from the softball end?
No, depends on captain, but I think he should get 1 more over for Arbaz. He bowled very good over, except the 2 nice boundaries from the batsman. Otherwise,
Understood.
he didn't bowl a bad ball at all.
Another wide.
So 3rd man and mid-wicket out. Looking at the field set, he's going to be bowling short of length all the balls basically. He's not going to
So
pitch
just,
anything further because
He's got his 2 mid on, mid off up.
yeah,
And then he's
because
got
he
the
have a
deep
mid-wicket and 3rd man,
Yeah.
so that means he's going to be bowling short
Yeah.
of length, bringing the ball in at the moment. So that's
Slow
why
ball bouncer on the
mid-wicket is
cards.
there, yeah.
There you go, another short of a length ball.
So if you're wondering why there are those occasional black screens on your screen right now, it's because we've lost power to one of our cameras. We are working on that. So at the moment we will only have a 2 camera feed temporarily until we get that 2nd camera power back up and running.
That's gone down. So some bounds up there. Check out the power inputs.
It's good running there between the wickets.
Very good running between the wickets.
2 runs there. Maximising that use of the mid-wicket vacant space. Baba Hyatt closest to us here on. You'll never see him anywhere else in a Hong Kong shirt, mid-wicket. I mean, mid-on is where he normally fields. Afzal running in. Oh, there's a catch. Oh,
Slightly late on the ball.
that's a chance.
Hard chance.
It's a hard
Not
chance,
easy
but
chance.
we've seen some of this. We've seen
Not everyone can be as good fielder as you are.
we've seen Baba Hyatt take
He
some
tried
screamers.
tried his best. He
Yeah.
dived but couldn't reach on the ball. Was traveling slightly faster than normal.
Let's see.
Finally,
Let's see how
Ibrahim get
Afzal
one in
responds. We know how often that
gonna pitch the ball.
his next ball is
Cutting.
lethal.
Yeah.
doubt. Camera back up and running now. Turns out someone had taken the plug out of the socket. Simple things like that can derail your broadcast. Meanwhile, at HKCC, USRC have begun their chase as well. They are 20 for 1 in 3 overs. The half century run from the last game, Omar Mohammed, who's also been USRC's leading run scorer of this tournament, is the man out. So I think that leaves probably Ali Shkawat and Imran Arif batting, but I'm not quite sure. They keep changing the batting lineup every game. They have Ismail Ahmad Awan playing in this game, a new batsman. So I'm not quite sure who's out there in the middle right now for USRC, but they've lost their leading run scorer.
Oh, he's given a bit of width, and he's
Shot,
just
lovely.
slapped that over edge cover, and that's gone for 6.
Lovely. Great start this for Lil
It's a good start for these youngs.
He's asking for a bet.
youngsters.
Ollie.
Well,
Can you imagine?
where's your supply?
Hit the
Should have
middle
brought
of
a
the
few
bat. He hit
spares.
the middle of the bat, and he's
think-
asking for a new bat. He went all the way to for 6.
He must have broken the bat. That's the only explanation. You're not changing a bat
What?
after you hit a 6 bat.
I don't think I don't think he got a clean middle. I think he's
Is it?
a little bit lower than
Well,
just sounded a
your
little
putting
bit.
standard was too high.
Ugh. Just a little bit.
Yeah, he's changed his bat after hitting a 6. 28.
Well, if it makes the batsman more comfortable in the mind,
Well,
it's all good.
he's
He
not,
continues on
at
his
least
stuff.
he's not superstitious, so it doesn't really matter. He
Yeah.
think like any bat he can hit the shot.
At least he's not sticking a taped bat to the ceiling like one former South African, Mr. Mackenzie. He'll be all right. Arbaz been given another chance here. Did have a very good over, except for the last ball. He is a very, very strong-shouldered boy here. All the pace coming from his delivery, his contact with the crease.
I think it's a very good leadership. You know, if you playing a youngster, give him a very good opportunity, a full basically opportunity, so he can bowl a spell of 2 or 3 overs.
Oh, he's been given a wide there. The umpire
Fair call.
himself is.
Fair call. No, it's a fair call. I could see why he was thinking, because
is-
Arbaz is. You'll see the replay on your screen, guys. Wide angle, batsman kind of making room. It's kind of. I think he made the right call.
We're not questioning umpire,
we're not.
especially in Thompson. We have no right to ask him
No.
any question. He's a very good umpire.
Here we go. We're watching the replay now. Oh,
You can see it.
That was close.
yeah, that was very close.
Gotta be harsh. You gotta be harsh at this level. Another wicket down at HKCC. USRC 29 for 2. So now a great start for them in their chase.
You could say their record tells a different story, and I think that's not going to go well for USRC. Losing early wickets like that, it puts them under pressure, especially chasing a score of 178.
Yep, they've got Ali Shkawat, a very experienced campaigner, has played for Hong Kong in the past, and they got Shahryar Khan, who's a relatively new player to Hong Kong cricket, a big hitting batsman. Ooh, that bouncer from Arbaz, very well bowled.
The first short ball. we've
He's
really
warming
seen from
up.
him.
He's warming up.
He's warming
He's
up.
getting a bit quicker now.
Yeah,
I'm very impressed by what I've seen out of this young man so far.
we're just walking and bowling fast.
Yeah, I have to say, it's not easy for a batsman to pick it up. It's
Bit of Mark Wood about him. Oh, what
Beautiful
a shot.
that's just
What a
middle.
shot.
That's the middle.
Beautiful shot.
Right over
Your
line.
standards are pretty high, man.
Beautiful bat.
Anything that hit the bat and
This is the Premier League.
Travel to
This is the
boundary.
Premier League. Yeah.
No, he looks very good batsman.
Yeah,
Technical
sound
sound. You know, he's hitting only bad balls. He's not slogging. He's not trying too hard. Playing through the line, waiting for those balls that comes in his areas.
It's very well timed. That very well timed. Easy powers, I'd like to call it. Oh, there he goes.
There you
Up
go.
Down the ground. Will that run? And that has run, and that's
Great
for
start, yes.
excellent work there. by the young man Ehsan Ayaz. You sure he was what you thought he was a few years ago? Or do you think he's improved after that?
His talent is the same. He's always been ridiculously talented. It's the consistency he needs to find, and seriously, if he can get a 50 here, he can, it'll be a good launching pad for him.
Well said there, Nitesh. Again, this
Wow.
Premier League is designed for players to show their talent, to push on to the next level.
Another white ball. It's a long over. Getting frustrated as a youngster, as a new bowler.
Just looking for that wicket. He is a strong man.
Well, if it's me, if I have that kind of shoulder, without that shoulder, I was bowling 3-4 bouncers. So imagine if I have the shoulder, nothing gonna come below the shoulder. Especially in this
that's a
format.
nice-
Good Yorker or short pitch deliveries are very ideal if you can do it.
Good. Do you think he'll end his spell there and bring on Yasin Mataza from that end?
Definitely he's on now. Or with a left-hander batsman, maybe Daniel Bukhari.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
You never know.
Had a surprising
Tanveer
season with the
Afzal
ball.
is a very experienced captain. He's captain Hong Kong 3 years. Captain. I
Who
think
do we have coming
since
on
he
at
moved
this
in
end?
Hong Kong, he's been captain of this club. So he's been there as a leader for so many years already.
Hassan Khan Muhammad,
Hassan
young-
Khan
young-
Mohammed.
Well,
talented quick bowler.
I told you he's not gonna bowl 4 overs today.
He's coming from the hospital. This one. No.
Hassan Khan Mohammed to make his mark in this game, looking for that breakthrough. It's a good start.
He's one of those kids
This
we
pairing,
identify
LSW.
him as very early talent. He was 10 year old, studying in Sarala Suri School, Koze Bay. That group was very, very talented. Not only like him, but we had a Harun Arshad in that group. Him, leg spinner. Forgot his name. He's used to play for KCC. Aman and the wicket keeper, Deep Singh. Like the whole group of 11, 12 people, they were very, very good youngsters. Under 11, they all gone to next level. Some played for Hong Kong already. And Hassan Khan is one of them.
Just keeping the scoreboard ticking over here. Kept the run rate up. Just 40 now for no loss.
They're having a slightly better power play than Pakistan club.
Certainly.
Yeah.
They're on for it.
Yeah, it's the 5th over. They're already 39. They scored 41.
In the power play, yeah, something like that, 40
Yeah.
something. in the power
And
play.
it's all been good cricket shots. It's all been well-timed shots. Nothing as explosive as what Baba Hayat can produce. Running the singles when they can. Just piercing the gap. Running to the boundary.
Niaz Ali, a fellow fast bowler, so he's fairly sympathetic when the fast bowler has a little grumble about the run-up.
I like umpire who do like the ex fast bowlers, so they always basically very helpful.
I think there's a little bit of a talk about if he's falling through down the wicket.
Oh,
Danger area is.
don't want to get anywhere near the umpire's danger zones. Oh, a little bit short. Didn't. Almost like he closed his eyes there for a second.
I think still is the best bowler in Hong Kong to bowl, to be very honest with you. Short pitch deliveries, very, very ideal in Hong Kong. If somebody can bowl, still the best.
Was limited to only one short ball in the over now thanks to the T20 format.
Well, overhead, yes, but shoulder, yes, we can.
Yeah. Many bowlers have that control. Like Jay Davidson is a good example. Has
So
that.
many people that we have. It's very easy to get control of that ball. Slow ball.
Oh, slower. Is that back of the hand?
Yes, can tell straight away.
Very
it's hard for
nice.
batsmen to read because it's like already.
No, it's very hard.
but
Very hard to see.
We
but
can
yeah.
tell from outside
Yeah.
as a commentator. We're not facing him. That's why.
No,
He's
no, it's very true.
So you completely stopped, or you still playing Saturday League?
Myself, no, I've stopped just on a break, just a little bit of a break since I've left my coaching role at CHK.
Okay.
Just a bit of a career change for myself, and seeing, but not ruling out further opportunities in cricket. I think coming back into play will be the first thing I see in the next year or so. See if I come out, but
It's not only that. It's good for fitness. It's good for
It is
basically
very good.
socializing.
yes, definitely.
Cricket is the only sport where you basically have so much time for socializing and discussions
Exactly.
and communication and all that
Well, it's
stuff.
one of the few sports that takes more than one day to play sometimes. So, it's very good for that. Very good for tea. Right, in comes Hassan.
You'll be disappointed to hear that after this ball. Oh, what a shot!
Beautiful
What a
shot. Yeah, look, he's just walked down. He knows it himself. He's just slapped that through the cover.
Brilliant shot.
Very powerful.
Nothing a fielder could do about that.
Was that in the middle of the bat?
I think so. I think so.
I think so. Great sound off the bat.
It was beautiful.
So James, you'll be disappointed to hear that in Saturday League cricket now, there's no more tea.
You what?
We
Is
scrap
this COVID?
teas. We scrap teas in Saturday League cricket, so
Damn COVID. Well, I think it's the best option for everyone. It's safe.
saves clubs money.
Yeah, saves clubs money in the current economy, which I think is vital for club survival out there in Hong Kong.
Yep.
Also saves people's backs from
Wow.
lugging around all those pizzas and
Yeah.
water.
Oh, I think it's giving a formal warning here. This is a first. It looks like it's a first and
Official one.
official formal
So
warning.
entering the
Danger zone.
danger zone on the pitch.
Yeah, it's not actually called the danger zone. It's a
It is
protected area.
umpires. Yes, it is coming down the middle of the wicket. You don't want to intrude into that area, otherwise you will get penalised
Yes.
heavily for it. Players do take advantage of that.
Is it running?
And this seems to be quite a long over that we're experiencing right now.
Yes. Just
Yes.
over.
White balls, boundaries.
I'd love to know what the over rate is right now. And
Well, they have 3 spinners.
well,
They'll catch up.
I think we're
Yeah.
about to see one of them, Yasin Murtaza, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, him. Big shoulders.
Be sure the opposite effect though.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to bowl too quickly. Let
Yassam's
the ball do the work.
bowling is like art. He's brilliant to watch.
It's very typical left arm spinner, like typical subcontinent left arm
Yes,
spinner.
yeah.
Not like a Dan Pascoe type.
An orthodox spinner.
He does.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's very clever with his angles, his loop, his flight, his pace. He gets
It's
turn.
just not very ideal for the short format on a highest level, but on this level it's still very useful because he opens up his hand very early. So it's very easy for the good batsman to read. He's like bowling,
Okay.
but maybe on club level it's very hard for them to read because they not many people who watch the hand and
Well, let's see these youngsters.
He's got a decent
Do the
record at
work.
first class level. as
first
well,
class
but
is different cricket. First class is very good cricket for long format. I'm talking
Ah,
T20
right.
cricket here.
He's not played much, I think, T20.
When I Blitz he was exposed and I was like, I had option to pick him and I was watching him. I was like, no, it's hard for me to play him in the playing 11. But
Oh, and
what
that's
a
gone.
shot.
That is gone.
That's gone the long boundary as well.
And it's dropped there
by the crowd.
by the crowd.
Great
The
shot.
long on boundary. Excellent shot. These youngsters are just taking it in their stride. I don't think they if they are feeling pressure, they're not showing it at all.
He's batting beautifully, Hassan.
Wonderful batting.
well, Trent Johnson somewhere sitting watching him. Very good batsman.
Sitting up at HKCC, enjoying his time.
Okay, after the spot. Squat it. Slower, very slow. So the 50 is up for you for Little Saiwan over here, and they're doing very well in this run chase so far. Hassan Ayaz especially has looked phenomenal. And at HKCC, they are 43 for 2 USRC in the chase of 179. I got a mistake. I think I got it wrong last time. I said it was Ali Skawat and Shahryar Khan batting. I think they're the two batsmen who were dismissed. And the men batting are Owais Mohammed and Akbar Khan.
Owais is a dangerous batsman as well. Hasn't played cricket for a while, but he used to be very good batsman. Still very young.
He's did well in the Blitz, if I remember.
Yeah, he's very good hitter.
For the
Very clean hitter.
Gladiators, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, what's going on there? What's at the back of the side screen? Who's
Yes.
being wheeled away?
Yeah. Some people don't really realize, they just keep on walking.
We do have spectators at the ground today, so this was bound to happen at some point.
Oh, and he's just taking him over.
Great shot.
Taking one over the mid on there. You wonderful use of feet.
Ibrahim this time now getting in on the
You
action.
can tell the wicket, how good the wicket is. You
Yeah.
know, they're coming down the track and they're hitting every ball they want to. I think he was struggling earlier. He was trying too hard.
Hi, Trent. Glad to know you're listening.
Keeping a close eye on all these matches, Trent Johnson.
The only man to have gone out, Martin Coates here at the crease.
At Saturday League level.
At Saturday League.
Trent is listening very closely to what we're saying, guys.
Sure, we haven't said anything bad yet, have we?
Oh. Oh, he's given him. That's out.
No comment.
That was the Foster one. He missed completely. You can see in the replay here.
We're going to see the replay of it online soon. That's LBW. And Ibrahim Ishaq's bright start comes to an end. He's LBW for, I believe, 14 of 15 balls. Or 14 of 16 if you include that dismissal. First wicket, first blood for Pakistan Association. Last ball of the power play as well for that wicket. So he's done his job. He's laid a platform. In comes in Waqas Khan. What do you guys make of that LBW?
It's out. In the scorebook.
Well, it's some umpire's call. So he's somebody.
To be honest, we don't
he's
have the
somebody
best
who's the
angle.
closest, basically.
We're just watching that back.
Exactly.
.58 for 1 after the power play. So it's a good start by Lil Saiwan. I'm going to quickly try and check and see what the score was for Pakistan Association after the power play.
Batting still to come in Ehsan Khan, Aftab Hussain, Waqas Khan now at the crease, a long time Hong Kong player.
Daniel Bukhari.
Daniel Bukhari now bowling from the hospital end.
Pakistan Association at the same time were 46 for no loss. So ahead on the run rate, but they have lost a wicket. As discussed earlier, Daniel Bukhari is the come on to bowl. He's shown to be a very useful off spinner this season, has clearly been working hard on this.
Well, this is the wicket where, as I said earlier, we have to really see him if he can bowl as good as he was bowling in KCC last week. He was almost unplayable there. Especially with the left-hander facing him, I think he's going to be expecting a very good start from him. Wow.
Just a little bit short there, and he's got over, and
That's lost ball.
lost ball. Hopefully no broken windows.
Well, it's going to be a big complaint. Gone all the way to
It's
the
gone
bottom.
all the way again. Small little break here. Pause in play
It's
as we
Argyle
look for a
Street,
new
right?
ball.
It's Argyle Street.
I don't think that's gone as far as Argyle Street. I think that's hit the building before it's gone to Argyle Street. The groundsman looking worryingly as the ball May have ended up in someone's backyard.
What a clean
someone's
hitting,
living room.
What a beautiful shot
Let's
he's
see.
playing. Ayaz.
It's played wonderfully today.
It's beautiful shots.
Such a good batsman to watch. He's had a good record at Sunday League and Saturday League level for quite a while. He's done the job at that level. It's about kicking on at this level.
Premier League is, of course, is one of the best basically competition we have in Hong Kong. We only selective 6 teams playing in it. Used to be 5 only, so they added USRC first time.
Still 5. It used to be
Still 5?
4 plus
Okay.
a 5th team, which was independents or
Okay,
under 19s. So now we've got a 5th club in it. So it used to be 4 clubs.
So
now
still
it's
5
5
top,
teams still.
5 top clubs in it. So it's a best platform to perform on, to get into the Hong Kong national squad or training squad or even Hong Kong A team.
Or
He's
eventually a Hong
showing
Kong
he's
Blitz.
showing his talent. He's showing his technique very well. It's like showing
Especially
his
when the head
confidence
coach
as well.
is listening.
Oh, he's got that over there instead.
He set the platform already. I think he's not supposed to make hurry. Just keep it going with it. Wait for those bad balls he's been waiting so far, and hit only those who are in his area. This is Hong Kong always offer you opportunity to score, run the beautiful wickets, small boundaries.
A lovely Sunday evening here in Hong Kong. Sunday afternoon, I should say. We are still going here.
Evening, we will say, like, when we're going to have that opportunity to play the matches in evening in Hong Kong. Floodlight cricket
I'm not
grounds.
the one to ask. Nitesh?
Maybe that's the next thing we need to achieve, because Hong Kong cricket have achieved so much in last at least 20 odd years. We have played 5 Asia Cups, played under 19 World Cup, played Senior World Cup, have been on the top of the Division 1 ICC ranking for a few years. Number 14 in short format at one stage in the world ICC ranking. So done all the stuff. Hong Kong Sixes was so successful tournament in the world for so many years. Then we had a Blitz for a few years, 3 years in a row, stopped for a while. Hopefully once the Corona finishes, we'll have something new
Yeah.
back again.
We might have a new tournament before Corona gets over. We have a lot of plans in store for the coming months. Do stay tuned to our social media platforms for more information in due course.
And what's the tag they should be looking out for?
All stars.
All Stars, you heard it here.
Little bit of a leak.
So
Keep,
only thing we are missing in Hong Kong now is a floodlight cricket ground. We have indoor center in a Hong Kong Cricket Club.
Well, Craigengow Cricket Club might hold its first indoor cricket tournament soon, and there have been a few friendly indoor tournaments held, as you mentioned, at the Hong Kong Cricket Club and even at Craigengow in the past. So we are working towards that direction.
That's
That's what-
something is very ideal for Hong Kong, because timing with the workplaces, like it's a busy city,
Yeah.
and I think can be very ideal after 6 o'clock. You finish your work, you
Yeah.
go in the clubs like UCCC or HKCC and play indoor league matches like we do have in Australia, England, and South Africa.
Anas Khan into bowl, left arm spin. When I first saw him a few years ago, he was touted as a batsman, and he's just slowly improved his spin to a level where he
He was always
Brings
a
a
good
very
all-rounder, always good all-rounder, but he was
competitor.
more into a batting before. With joining the Pakistan club, of course, they have so many batsmen in the team, so he had to. It's not that easy to get your batting number straight away in Pakistan club.
Sorry, just back on that topic about trying to get more people playing cricket. We've also got the CHK Community Series, something that we introduced last season, but that we were not able to complete thanks to the pandemic and stuff. That is essentially a series of one-day tournaments played with tape ball, rubber ball. Good shot there. Down to long. Oh, well caught. That's a wicket.
he's moved around well there on the run. He's
That's-
caught that.
That's a big wicket. That's Waqas Khan, one of the mainstays of the Bang lineup. He's gone cheaply.
Anas Khan is a very useful cricketer. Always, he shows
His versatility.
he's always very useful in batting, bowling, fielding even.
Rawat Ehtasham with that catch there, long on, very well judged catch, and that's a huge wicket. The dangerous Waqas Khan, one of the mainstays of the Lil Sawan batting. As we mentioned earlier, Ehsan and Waqas have scored 47.5% of Lil Sawan's runs until this game here today. So one of them is gone. Ehsan Ayaz is batting like a dream, and he's joined by another Ehsan Khan, his skipper, at the other end. 2 quick wickets, 2 wickets in 2 overs here for Pakistan Association, and they're clawing back into this now. The 2 left-arm spinners, Yasim Murtaza and Anas Khan, have gotten the breakthrough. So, good game this. It's going back and forth here a little bit, back and forth. Lil Sawan were in charge now. They need to consolidate, stay within hitting range of the target.
But that's what the strength of Pakistan club is. They have variety of bowlers. They have genuine fast bowler. They have very good medium pacer. They have right arm off spinner, left arm spinners, 2 of them. And they haven't even bowled Sunny Singh in the whole series. It's a 4th match in a row. He hasn't bowled a single over so far. He was one of the quickest he was a few years back. So they have enough option in their bowling that. Anas Khan got the wicket on the next ball, got the main set batsman out.
Wow.
Ehsan Ayaz gone.
Jeez.
Clean bowled. I think he played in.
Yeah, you might have inside edged that one. You'll have to take a look at the replay when it pops up on our stream here, but 2 wickets and 2 balls. Anas Khan turning it on. We're just talking about him having an impact on this game. He had an impact last time these 2 teams played. He's doing it again. He's had an interesting story, Anas Khan, this season. Played for the PACC Premier League team last season, and then after the Premier League he moved to Lil Saiwan for Sunday League. Then this season he moved to Vagabonds for Sunday League, and after all those moves they realized that he was still eligible to play for Pakistan Association in the Premier League, so they drafted him back into the squad 2 weeks before the Premier League, and here he is now spinning them to victory. Scored 34 early in the tournament, has bowled well all tournament.
Well, he batted very well against Hong Kong Cricket Club. Now he's showing his tricks in bowling. He got wickets on 2 balls, so he's going to be on hat-trick.
Whoa. There you go. Another hat-trick opportunity today after
Yes.
Mariam Bibi, the women's player.
Ahan Trivedi has taken a hat-trick as well this tournament.
Not Jaden, right?
Not
Jason hasn't got it.
Jason hasn't got it. No, he got 2 and 2. He didn't get the hat-trick.
He was on hat-trick on a first ball of the game last week. He missed that opportunity.
As you can see, a few quick wickets here has changed the momentum of the game. Let's see how LSW try to recover here. Ehsan Khan, the senior partner here. Experience, played a few key knocks for Hong Kong. Mehran Zab, the youngster, coming through the ranks. I think 2nd year in the setup.
Who's it?
Mehran.
Mehran, yes. He's been playing. I think he was in junior cricket like earlier. Maybe this is 3rd season for him on a senior level.
I think
this is the first year as a Premier League player.
I think he's part of the same group that Ursulain came up in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And certainly a promising youngster. An opportunity here.
What an over that is. 2 wickets there. Now it's 70 for 3 after 8 overs. A quick score update from HKCC. Awais Mohammed was dismissed with a score at 66, after which Akbar Khan was dismissed with a score at 67. So USRC in a spot of bother, although again, very similar trajectories for both these games here, right? It's both going very, very similarly at the moment. So let's see how they both unfold. Well, it's just 1 wicket apart now, isn't it? Lil Sawan have lost 1 wicket less than USRC and have scored 3 runs more, so it's pretty similar. Ismail Awan is now batting for USRC. I'm not sure who they're batting with right now. But yeah, the game's shaping up nicely there, but I think HKCC are ahead. Whereas over here, it benefits Lil Saiwan that they have their best batsman at the crease right now, Ehsan Khan, and one of the best young prospects in Mehran Zeb, but Mehran's going to have to do what Ehsan Ayaz did and kick on and make a big score.
Hassan Khan back in again. Fast bowler. Move from captain Tanveer Afzal to bring Hassan Khan back in again from the short end. Very hard working fast bowler. Just I think struggling with very few things in his gather position and little bit in a run up. Otherwise, with his age, he's quite quick, quite decent. Just need to work a little bit on his run up and slightly fall on his left when he basically goes in a gather position. Otherwise, he's fine. Young, fit, strong, keen. Very famous on Instagram.
A lot of the young Hong Kong cricketers have started to raise the social media game, which is great. But it's bringing attention to the sport and to their own efforts.
I think it's kind of a motivation for them as well. You know, if you do something, you put there and satisfied you. Anything that satisfies you and make you happy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nothing wrong with it.
And look, they work hard. They deserve to be proud of their good moments.
True.
Good stuff. Ismail Awan run out. Bit of drama at HKCC. He's run out. He made his ground, but his bat was in the air. So good decision there by the umpires up at the hill. And 79 for 5 after 11 overs USRC. So they've played a lot more overs than Little Saiwan has. So I think it's safe to say the matches have now gone off to different trajectories.
No,
Yeah.
it's just they're not experienced team, so we can. It's not their fault. It's the first season in Premier League for them. I think they're going to be slightly better next season. Second season.
Yeah, they played the Premier League T20 last season. And
Okay.
they played one Premier League one-day game till COVID scrapped
Yeah,
everything.
but it's proper first season technically
Yeah,
for
this
them.
is
so
if they
they're
get
playing-
through this
yeah.
whole season, it'll be their first full
Yes.
season. Yeah. So
And they have some new players in the team as
Yeah.
well. So I think it takes a little bit more time
And
to gel
also-
together and play together as a team.
and unfortunately, they are in Sunday League Division 2 right now. They were top of the Sunday League last season before COVID causes
Yeah.
scrap everything, so they missed out on a chance for promotion. So that's also, once they get back into Sunday Div 1, it gives them a platform to build their players a bit better. And they're doing well this season.
But luckily they are in a safe hand. They have a captain coach who's played
County cricket.
County cricket. He played for Worcestershire. I think he played for 3-4 counties. One of the quickest bowler at his
Yeah.
when he was at his peak.
Yeah.
So
Imran.
people like him, I think they are always very useful. People who have played at different level, also in different cities, different places, with the different competitions. They've come to Hong Kong. They're very useful for our cricket.
Yes.
They always help our juniors to learn and go to next level. And he's doing his bit in USRC very seriously.
Yeah. And they've also got your old teammate, Ilyas Gul.
Ilyas
Top sir.
School is more like a sports officer
Sports
there
officer,
and in
like
a
a senior mentor.
squash. No, yeah, but he's not involved too much in Sunday League and Premier League anymore. But of course, having him in the club is always a certain very experienced ex-Hong Kong captain, very useful person. So much knowledge of the game.
74 for 3 after 9 overs. Little Saiwan. Need another 104 to win in the back 11. Quiet run rate starting to creep up towards that 9 run, 10 run mark.
It's very much like I think Pakistan club. They had a little bit basically a block for a few overs when they lost 2 quick wickets. The
Yeah.
same thing happened with Little Saiwan here. They had a very good run rate. Only
Yep.
thing they could have done is kept on scoring singles and doubles rather than
And
waiting for the opportunity. And Hassan Khan is very experienced, very intelligent batsman, and
very
he's
underrated
in a
batsman.
he's very good basically form as well, having a very good season for the club. Good for him, good for Hong Kong cricket as well, because he's still a national player, and we need their performance all the time.
Oh, Mehran Zaid.
Anas Khan, it's getting dangerous and dangerous.
Yeah, he's looking good now. He's looking high
He's
on
having
confidence.
more variation than Yasim Murtaza.
Possibly. Bit more of a T20 bowler.
Well, as I said earlier, Yasim is a very good bowler for the long format. Short format, he struggled a bit. but complete all-rounder. You know, he
all-rounder.
missed his opportunity today in batting, but Yasin Murtaza is a complete all-rounder. Very, very good batsman, good fielder, quality bowler.
Yep, good guy as well.
But he cannot basically say anything about somebody of Anas Khan who played all his cricket in Hong Kong, learned his cricket here. He knows the conditions, teams, individuals
Yeah.
very well.
He knows his ground very well, his pitch, the outfield. Like,
And
knows
he
what
has
to
played
do.
for three or four different clubs so far. So
I mean, last two
That's-
seasons
that's-
alone.
that's the beauty of Hong Kong cricket. You know, people keep on changing clubs and teams, which is not bad at all, because you have to play with the combination and the team you want to. And sometime I think it's good to change. It give you motivation, give you more confidence and more opportunities.
Change in environment. It's always good and healthy for the soul if it's not going well.
True.
He's very smart batting here from Ehsan Khan. He's just rotating the singles, keeping the scoreboard ticking over, getting himself in.
Quiet over that,
It's,
but 5 off it.
But he's again 5 off it, just ticking it over slowly. Right, still just hovering below 8.
Is it going to be Hassan Khan bowling from this end?
He's bowled 2 already. This will be his 3rd over. Be one of the longest spells he's gotten. He's usually been bowling 1 over, 2 over spells, but given the situation, why not?
He's leaving his skin and caps, everything on the ground. It's technically he's not supposed to do that.
And I think for COVID we've allowed that.
Oh yeah, umpire can't hold it
Umpire can't
anymore.
hold it,
Also,
yeah. So
sorry,
as long as you put
sorry
it
for
in
that.
line
Yes,
with the stumps,
yes.
you're okay.
So if the ball hits that cap, is that 5 runs?
No, it's not.
No.
It's
Okay.
just a natural obstacle. You don't penalize for it.
Okay.
These are the new playing condition in
Yeah,
Hong
it's just
Kong.
for COVID related guidelines.
So when is your new book coming out for the playing
PDF
condition?
is
Somebody was
avail-
asking me yesterday.
The PDF is available on our website. If anyone wants it, we have to get the book printed. We are working on that.
Okay.
There's a lot of people have been
Again,
asking.
delivery times are a bit longer in this COVID period. Be aware of that.
It's a good excuse for for some of us as well.
Hassan Khan Mohammed coming in once again.
Beautiful
Oh.
shot.
Flicked, and that's a wonderful shot.
All the way.
What a
And
six.
that's all the way for 6. That is a wonderful shot.
shot.
Just a flick of the wrists and
Use
Wow.
bowler's pace. Technically, he used it. Can
Everything.
use his pace and convert the
wonderful
Shot
shot.
to
Is
the-
that Miran Zeb?
That's Ehsan Khan, I believe.
Is that Ehsan Khan?
Yeah.
Wonderful
Can't
shot.
you
that.
tell the quality of a batsman?
Mehran's a very good batsman too.
At the Premier League level, everyone's a quality batsman.
Exactly.
Of course,
So they
of course.
think.
But somebody with experience is always give you a bit edge and bit extra.
Tanvir Ahmed was an HKCC to Rosa. Tanvir Ahmed was an HKCC Rosa. This horse.
Another beautiful shot to recover for 1 run only.
As we've seen, a representative from the housing estate next door has come in. I believe there may be a broken pane of glass or two.
Yes,
pane
the
or
last
two.
ball we got into
Not
the
what
ball.
we want to see.
Talk to horse. Okay, sorry. Ah. We're worried about the ball.
Hassan comes in again. And that's just flicked down to fine leg. It's just the single.
Horse.
Very good bowling from Hassan, but I think Hassan Khan getting slightly towards the leg side. Most of the fielders he have basically towards cover. We still have mid wicket, long on, fine leg, 1 mid wicket. So it's like a 4-5 he's bowling with.
This partnership settling nicely. He's not afraid to go for it there. Wanted
Very good fielding, Baba Hayat, and strong throw as well.
enthusiastic for the 2 there, Ehsan Khan, but being realistic, he saw the opportunity fade and told his young batsman to stay back.
Quick update from HKCC. Imran Arif and Zakir Hayat at the middle for the club, chasing 89 for 5. Yeah, 89 for 5 chasing in 13 overs. So 7 overs to go. They need about somewhere in a range of 80 runs more, 80 something more runs. Not out of it yet, but it's definitely getting difficult. Big play in the miss there.
He's had a nice stroll down the wicket there, the bowler. Just maybe a few words at the batsman, young Mehran Zeb. End of the over there. Hassan Khan, I think, has just requested change of gloves.
What's bowler Abbas Khan?
So Arbaz coming back on.
Anas Khan to continue.
Oh, is it Anas or
Anas Khan.
Anas Khan, sorry. Anas Khan.
Missed the opportunity. Full toss.
There's a lot of 33s out here on this field. To the real 33, Tanwir Afzal there, just moving to his right, stopping the ball at point.
I think our on-screen score has a small error in that one of that over where Anas Khan took 2 wickets has been incorrectly credited to Arbaz Khan. So we're gonna have to get that fixed after this game is done.
Nice full onto the legs and flicked away with a single. Lots of gaps for singles here, and they're making use of them. Experience of Hassan Khan showing through here, just keeping him moving, keeping the batsman active, not letting the score stagnate.
On that note, it's not letting the score stagnate. Zakir Hayat has just taken 16 off and over up the hill. 106 for 5 and 14 overs. Of course, the USRC.
That's a wicket here.
He got him bowled.
Wicket for Anas Khan.
Anas Khan has a wicket.
And it's gone through the defence there of young Mehran Zeb.
Well. Just as USRC are coming back against HKCC, Lil Sawan seem to be losing their way a bit.
Zakir here is a very good hitter. He's young,
Yeah.
very good hitter. But the thing is, that kind of a hitter depends how long he can last, because he's young guy. He's not experienced enough.
And the new batsman
Needs somebody
in.
to be with him on the other end to give him
He's got Imran Arif
good
at the other
advice.
end.
So
He's got
there you go.
Imran Arif at the other
So
end.
the coach and student playing together, so opportunity is there.
No. Ikram. Ikram was same
Ikram.
batsman.
Ikram Hussain,
The wicket keeper for today.
today's wicketkeeper, wearing number 18. Hassan Khan needs to bat out the rest of this innings here. He knows that if he can stay in, Little Saiwan can take it to the end and get a chance for a victory today.
Anas Khan, 3 wickets so far. The score on your screen is a little error. Abbas Khan has actually bowled 2 overs. The 1 over where he took 2 wickets has been incorrectly credited to Abbas Khan at the moment. Should have been Anas. We'll try to get that fixed.
So now, as we see the field, all 5 fielders out. Deep square, deep mid wicket there, long on, long off, and the deep cover. All defences up. Now Arbaz Khan has switched ends and will continue the efforts of his earlier spell from the hospital end. Well, I'm not sure he's allowed to do that, but see if the umpire spot it. He really does have a strong shoulder there.
It is, yes. But these kind of natural talented bowlers, I think if somebody give them proper opportunity and give them a right platform to develop and grow, can be very useful. Pakistan Club already contributing so much, giving these kind of youngsters opportunity to play on such a highest level.
Just on his legs, flicked away down to the deep mid-wicket boundary. Just a single there.
Good fielding, a very strong shoulder there.
Ahmed Khan. Again, just over mid-wicket's head there. Baba Hayat moving to his right from long off. Long on.
Brilliant fielding.
Great commitment there, Baba Hayat.
Limits that.
And so fast.
Limits that to 2
Dive down
runs.
his right. Stop the ball.
Good roll there.
Yes.
Marks out of 10.
Well, looks like fit. That's another fitness test basically you can do with the people when they run and stop and throw. Beautiful shot.
Done
No
round
runs
on.
on this
And
side.
you know what? That is very good fielding there, because there is an AstroTurf strip there, and when the ball does hit off that strip, it tends to rear up, and he's done an excellent job to stop the ball there.
That's his 8th season in Hong Kong. He knows maybe 8 or 9th season, so he knows.
I still
everything
won't
of
take
this
away
game.
from that. That is an excellent bit of fielding there.
Definitely. His experience.
Saka Hayat, in the word of Trent Johnson, is smoking it. They're 117 for 5 after 15 overs. They need another 61 in the last 5. Still doable.
Still doable, especially with the size of the boundary in HKCC and the guy. He plays, I think, one every season he have one really lucrative inning with a lot of sixes. He's a very clean hitter.
Yeah, that's
Loves
slightly,
big shots.
slightly off the pad
Lovely
there.
young man.
Young Arbaz Khan. Oh, hello.
Batter over.
It almost looks like with that short run up and the really strong action, he just surprises the batsman.
It
how
is,
quick it
yeah.
comes on. He's just a little bit late to that. Oh, the call for bat.
Do you remember Andrew Simons? He used to do that with the short runner.
Yeah, he's a
With
very
strong
strong shoulders.
person as well.
He also liked to rugby tackle a spectator or two running towards him in the middle.
We cannot compare him with Wasim Akram because Wasim Akram was like, although he was a short runner, but he was next level.
Different bowlers.
Different bowler.
We'll say Simons was one of the best
ever,
around.
One of the best ever in the world in left-arm fast bowlers.
Change of bat. Signal a change of fortune here.
So that means it's going to be sixes game from now on.
He's got the heavier one out.
Yeah. We are missing basically Matt and Matty this today. Otherwise, it's going to be like switching off to going in on the ground with that beautiful song they do.
Just
Is the gap? No, only one.
just the one. The green camouflages the fielders in the deep there.
Yeah.
Lots of trees out there, evergreen. Towards the entrance there, where the spectators are. He's driven that down the ground again.
It's a beautiful
One
cricket
run.
facilities we have in Hong Kong, this one, and luxury to have. Mission or cricket ground.
They've gone for
So meanwhile, The required run rate has creeped up to nearly 2 runs a ball. So this Taiwan, especially Hassan Khan, probably need to get a go on here if they chase this down, because USRC are putting up a fight there up the hill. So there is a chance for an upset up there, which means should USRC pull that off, the winner of this game would be in with a chance. Oh, we've lost a wicket here. He's gone for a appeal for stumping and he's been given out. So there we go, another wicket's down. And that is Ikram Hussain, whose stay at the crease was a short one. Well. Not looking good for the Taiwan right now. They've lost half their side. They've lost the main batsman. Aftab Hussain, third leading run scorer.
Third leading run scorer, so you can't really say.
But there was
You know.
fourth wicket for Anas Khan.
I think Anas Khan's fourth wicket, yes. We're just working with the scorers now to get the scores updated, because there was a bit of an issue on our broadcast where over was incorrectly attributed. But if you're following Cricket's cue, that score is accurate. Anas Khan has 4 wickets. And he's in his final over now, 4 for 10 in 3.2 overs.
He's going to be strong candidate for the man of the match with Baba Hayat.
Yes, absolutely.
So far, even though SNA has batted very well.
These two very capable batsmen, so I wouldn't put it past them to put on a good partnership here and take this game through to the 20 overs. Last over finish. Let's see. 3 away from the 100-run mark. And it's 81 needed from 40 balls here. They won't want that run rate to creep up anymore.
You can follow this. Put up on the screen. It's a 99. We need one more run. That's going to be the 100 up for Lil Saiwan with that single. And that's the end of Anas Khan's spell. He's bowled a brilliant 4 overs, 4 wickets for just 13 runs. Anas Khan, take a bow. Brilliant spell from him. And right now we're trying to get the score on the screen updated. We'll let you know as soon as we're able to fix that. Lil Saiwan 100 for 5, 78 to win in the back 6 overs. Trying to use this one.
Wow. Let's see, these two have got it all to do here. Take LSW over the line, they've got to get a big over here somewhere. They've got to get that run rate down.
Oh, shot.
That's a wonderful shot. That was a great ball, but just a wonderful reaction just to get that down to fine leg. Brings Aftab Hussain on strike.
There's a problem.
I know, I understand.
Arbaz in now, second ball. Slight change in the field. Again, leg side dominant. Full defence. It's misfield there. 1 run. Gets Aftab off strike. Ehsan back on. Gonna want to hurry up here. Pakistan Association. They do not want to fall foul of slow over rates. He's hit that straight to the fielder there. Yasin Mataza, mid wicket. There's Khan in again. It's well played. He's really gone deep into that shot there and played it out to the deep cover. Very nicely.
He's having a decent spell.
I think
he bowled 1 bad over, otherwise he was quite okay.
He's bowled well today. Very, very strong individual. Incredible. Oh, and he's just hit that over the top there in the covers. They got it? No, that's gone for 4 runs. And that's what they needed. That is exactly what The doctor ordered 4 runs there. Just keeps their score going. They've passed 100 now. Just need to start reducing the run rate. A few more of those, and they'll be a very happy team.
Very good
in
Yorker.
Taiwan. Good recovery ball.
I think 25 runs in 4 overs not bad for a youngster who playing first match in the Premier League.
So, while we try to get the scoring issues down here fixed up, we're having some errors that are trying to fix through these various technical apps we're using. We'll give you an update from up the hill. 127 for 5 at 4 overs to go, USRC. So they were in with a good chance. There were another 40 at this in the last 4 overs, or 40 something, around 50 actually. But then Imran Arif went down with a lower back problem and retired hurt, which brings Ali Muhammad to the crease. Ali Muhammad
He is dangerous.
is a batsman.
He can bat. He have won matches for KCC Tartars and even for the Infidel last few years. He's very useful cricketer.
Exciting times.
Especially when you
Rounding
have a
through from
Zakir
Yassin
Hayat on the other end.
Murtaza.
I think he's a very
He's
good.
just found the gate there. Wasn't a clean collection by the
So we have a new
keeper.
bowler here back
hands
again,
on
like
hips.
Yassin
Right.
Murtaza. Because Anas Khan completed his quota of 4 overs, so senior bowler Yassin back again.
Right? It's okay. It's fine. We'll get the doctor. It seems pretty cool. Yeah, but the overrate umpires think it's fine.
Yassin Murtaza using all his experience against very experienced Hassan Khan, who's trying to hit him out of the park, but no luck so far in last 3 bowls.
Building very good dots here, only increasing that pressure on LSW.
Aftab Hussain on strike.
Aftab Hussain, sorry.
Aftab will not want to stagnate the scoring here. Will want to go on, and he's got a bit of toe there, and that's going to be long on, and it is.
Hot.
Lovely catch there, long on, and he's out.
And that might be the game for PACC there. I don't think it's-
PACC might be able to sniff blood now.
Rawed Atasham again with that catch, as we're reliably informed.
Safe
Right.
pair of hands today.
He's taking a couple of good catches this whole tournament actually.
He's
So-
a very good fielder.
He's a good fielder. Earns a spot on that side just on the basis of that sometimes. But yeah, big wicket there. Aftab Hussain departs. Ehsan Khan still out there, but he's running out of partners. I think it's going to be the first of the bowlers coming in soon. We're just going to take a look at who this batsman is. I think it might be Tanveer Ahmed.
Yes,
Yeah, it's Tani Ahmed.
Yeah,
the way
Ahmed.
he's walking.
So this is the bowlers now. Tanveer Ahmed can hit the long ball. Usman Abdul can hit a long ball. But they need a lot to do here. There's still 70 runs adrift, and there's less than 5 overs to go. So it's getting really hard for this. I want to pull this off. Whereas up the hill, the game is interesting. But Zakir Hayat has been dismissed. It's 52 to win 4 overs. So I think HKCC might pull off that victory after all.
Well, they both can bat. They both have ability to hit the ball. It's just I think the run rate is climbing up a bit. Especially when you have Hassan Khan on the crease,
Oh,
you can't discard them.
all it takes is one over from Ehsan Khan, and might change the whole game.
True.
And he's got to hit that over now. I
Let's see
think.
who's going to be bowling from this end. Daniel Bukhari,
Bukhari. Well, remember he didn't have the greatest
off
of
spinner,
first overs.
off spinner to off spinner. Let's see.
68 and 4 overs might be too much.
It is too much. It is too much. But then again,
All it takes is one over.
yes, it's just
One amazing over, and that could bring that rate down considerably.
When Ehsan Khan 30 run over against Luke Jones style kind of over, right?
Yes.
And look who's at the crease.
There's Ehsan
That
Khan.
very same
Well-
Ehsan Khan.
Stanley Ahmed technically on strike.
All it takes is one run.
He's got to get off
No,
He's
strike.
rotated off strike.
He can hit the shot. He can hit the ball.
And he's hit a few sixes. You can
Yes,
see his
he can
Instagram
hit the
account.
ball.
He's posted
He can
them
hit
up
the
there for
ball.
all to
Yeah.
see. Man, the man's got a long handle.
He was my opening batsman in under 13 cricket when he was playing
Really?
for my academy team because he was the biggest guy in the whole team. So he was opening bowler and opening batsman. Rest all was small kids. So he had that experience of at least being a batsman at some stage.
Bullying younger kids at some point. Can he do that to Daniel Bakari here?
Oh, is that
He's
edged?
nicked it.
Wicket on a
And
first
that's
ball.
out.
Oh, no.
That's commentator's curse, that.
We've had that a few times today. I think it's going to be Urslan Abdul next, or it's going to be Gazumfar. Both of them seem to be. Urslan's putting on the pads. Gazumfar is padded up, so I guess it's Gazumfar next.
Gazanfar looks like he's going in now.
Yeah, and then Urslan will be in after that, and then Mohsin Khan at 11. Oh, not much batting left at all.
Any update on HKCC? That's more interesting over there.
Yeah, this game's not over there yet. Shahryar Khan hit his first ball for 6. So it's 136 for 6 with 3 point something overs to go. They need 46 to win in 3.4 overs. Shahryar Khan is still there. Shahryar
Baba
Khan can hit.
Hayat eagerly listening in on the conversation we're having in the commentary booth as he's stretching out
He's hoping
on the
USRC.
boundary. I'm trying to make you sound more professional here, Baba. Oh, now he's stretching out. But new batsman in, Gazanfar Mohammed.
$138 for 6 with 3 overs to go up the hill. So they need another 44 to win in 3 overs. Shahryar Khan can hit, and Ali Muhammad apparently can hit. So it's a bit of a tall ask, but not impossible at HKCC.
Shahryar comes from Attak as well, right? He
Yeah.
played a little bit club cricket in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him playing yet, but I heard a lot of things about him. Good things about him.
Yeah, he's got some ability clearly, but again, one of those guys who needs to kick on at this level.
Just slightly back of the length and punched away there.
The biggest advantage in HKCC you have is the size of the boundary.
Yes.
So, like, if you can, anything you connect, it goes basically over the line.
No, and he tried to clear the front foot. Didn't quite get hold of it.
Well, Daniel
Sam
Bukhari
Khan
bowling
trying to make something happen.
Even he's bowling even very good spell here as well in Mission
Yeah.
Road.
He's been good all tournament. Daniel
Yes.
Bakari, the surprise package with the ball.
Oh, and that's a
Brilliant.
wonderful ball. Yorked him almost. Very nice from the youngster.
Kenshad Shah, 3 dot balls and a wicket.
Oh.
And just like that, the game's turned yet again. So HKCC, I think, are one foot in the final at the moment.
Well, they say dot ball, pressure, wickets. And that's a wonderful
great
shot.
shot, Gazanfar.
Six,
Ehsan.
don't break. Oh, I'm not
Ehsan
sure. I
Khan.
think that's a lost ball, boys. Let's see what happens there. The groundsman, you get to find out what's
He
happening there.
went over the building after hitting on the floor.
We did have someone come up here to the ground to complain about the ball hitting the building gate. Took our match referee aside to have a bit of a chat and try to understand what's going on here. Why are we pelting hard leather balls across Hong Kong?
We're only playing cricket here. We're not doing anything else. But
A lot of people in Hong Kong don't understand that. But that's for our match referee to handle. And now we've got another spare ball being taken out here. It's very thick past 5 p.m. as well, so we are getting a little bit ahead of our initial scheduled end.
And
So-
I'm sure that Tanwir will have a good look at that ball before passing it on to Daniel.
Nah, he's just chucked it to Daniel. Daniel's already got it already.
No, it's,
Tanvir can't be bothered. He's like,
no, he feels he's got the game in the bag.
yeah, the ACC are ahead right now.
But you never know. A few more of those and
You never know. Ehsan Khan.
another game here. Again. Oh,
Spelled it hard. That's
there you
only
go. That's
4.
4. Slap through the covers. And you can hear the supporters starting to rally around now. The calls of shabash going out.
Ehsan Muhammad, left arm spinner up at HKCC, also hitting a 6 just now of Kinshad Shah.
Oh, wow.
So USRC still fighting. They're going down swinging. Ehsan Muhammad, the left arm spinner, doing the job there. So You'll get a little update from Trent Johnson. He's giving me a bit of ball-by-ball commentary style updates from the ground down there, because our live score isn't working, and we've had technical scoring issues here today as well, unfortunately. Which has been a bit disappointing, but it's been a fun game. It's been a fun day of games here, and we're approaching the last 3 overs.
And we hope our fans on Fan Code and YouTube are enjoying the presentation we got today. It's been a good job. I think we're slowly getting better at it. That's the main thing. Improvement, day on day improvement. I think that's what we all should strive for. And that's just a little bit short, and he's just tried to hit it away there, covered by the fielder there from long on.
He's a very slow left-arm spinner anyway, and he's taking pace off as well.
Smart.
Making batsmen more eager to reach on the ball. Especially somebody of Gazanfar's capacity, who's a tall young lad.
Oh, there you go.
That's the
a
first
wide.
wide ball.
55 more needed for Little Saiwan here, whereas the USRC 144 for 8 with 2 overs to come. Wow.
Oh, and that's gone.
Beautiful
That's
shot.
gone.
And that's
his
six.
speciality. That's his area.
Wonderful.
Beautiful shot.
Hassan Khan putting in a good stint here for his team, playing captain's knock.
Trying his best here to dig them out of this. They're in a bit of a hole now. They started brightly, but then the middle order.
I feel it's a bit late, but he's still trying his best to go closer to the target. He could have started maybe 2 or 3 hours before.
So I think the
It's
equation is
slightly late on that,
49 of 16, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep, 49 and 16. Meanwhile, at USRC, it's 44 of 12.
So if you can make
No,
this
sorry,
as big over.
34.
34.
Still doable, but not easy.
No ball called.
No
Ball,
ball,
no
ball.
ball.
What an insult to injury that.
He's going to get a free hit, so Hassan's scrambling back for 2. He wants to keep strike for that free hit. He gets to keep strike for that free hit.
And that is criminal. A spinner bowling a no
Front
ball.
foot no ball as
Front
well.
foot no ball
Ian Thompson will not miss
in
no.
the last few overs. Incredible
There's
scenes.
another twist here.
It's an extra ball, an extra chance at a boundary.
Little Saiwan and PACC matches never fail to deliver drama. We've had plenty of it today, and it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's a lot of fun. Yes,
And it's
Hassan.
just a little bit
Oh.
short, and he's just
Taking the
played
single.
that through just a single, and he let's keep going
Wow.
here. Ghazanfar Mohammed now.
Imran Arif up at HKCC showing some bravery. Ali Muhammad out bowl, and he's come back out to bat despite his injury. He's fighting for his club up there as well.
There you go. Should be
Well, as
two there.
Taking 1, he wants to keep strike.
Well, as a captain and coach, you have to show that courage to the youngsters. Like, you face a situation like this, we can win the first match of the Premier League. No harm in trying if we can manage.
Yeah, you gotta give it your all.
He done all the icing for 10 minutes and back again.
Oh,
I know he have a full first aid kit in his kit bag with all the tapes and everything for his back. He's
Oh
been
my
struggling for a while.
he's getting a bit on the
Yeah.
ears.
He's not old guy, but he's going through the fitness
He's
issues
had a
for
long
last 2
career.
seasons.
He bowled at his speed
Yeah.
for as long as he did. Yeah, so it takes a toll. Last ball, it's over.
And he's gone straight down. Has he got it?
Fielded, brilliant effort.
Beautiful
Well fielded
fielding.
there, and it's
Babar Hayat, I think that is.
just the one run there.
Yeah, someone keeps strike. 43 in
over.
2 overs.
Who's left to bowl?
It's tough, but possible.
Who's coming on?
So there's a bit of an error on the scorecard on your screen because, as mentioned earlier, one of Anas Khan's overs was incorrectly attributed to Arbaz Khan. So, oops.
Looks like Hassan coming back on. Hassan
Yeah, so-
Khan Mohammed.
Daniel's got 2 overs up his sleeve. Yasim's got 1. Tanvir's got 2 overs up his sleeve. He's not coming on to bowl at this point. With 2 overs left in the match, he's gone to Hassan Khan Mohammed, who's bowled 3 good overs.
It's a big responsibility for a youngster.
And
It's,
the game is over. The game is over. I misunderstood Trent Johnson's message. I thought he was insisting on coming out. He isn't coming out. My bad. My big mistake there. So Imran Arif unable to bat,
Okay, so
and HKCC have won,
Okay.
and are in the final. So we've got our finalists for the Premier League T20. KCC versus HKCC. All that's left to play.
KCC.
in a location to be determined.
Yeah.
Whereas over here now, all that's left is to play for its pride. PACC obviously wanting to get one up over their arch rivals. Little Saiwan,
Saiwan, yes.
43 in 2 overs. Can Ehsan Khan deliver?
I think it's going to be all with the communication
If they
between
can
Royal
take-
Lamson and David Warley, both captain of cricket
They
in
can take this to
KCC.
roughly 20. There's a chance here. Oh,
to
I don't
host the
know, he's
final.
not hit that well. Just a single. Gazanfa on strike now.
My stance on who should hold the final has always been clear. Whoever gives us the best offer.
Oh, yes.
We'll have to wait and see how that works out. Of course, it's not my decision, so I've got.
It's a 285-year-old history between two clubs. Unbelievable. KCC is 115-year-old. HKCC is 169-year-old. So it's like they
Played
play
at a
final
neutral
next
venue.
Sunday.
There you go.
Well, it's not fair with the both clubs fans, to not to play the final in their home ground. So technically, KCC they are on the top of the table. They should get the match, but it's up to the both clubs.
And the
Especially
board
with
of
the current
directors?
Corona
Oh, that's
COVID
struck
situation.
well.
Beautiful
That's a
shot.
wonderful shot. 4 runs there from Gazanfa.
Loud
Well
cheers.
hit.
Loud cheers.
Fielders can only watch as that sails past them.
Looks like Lil 7 have more crowd in the ground than the Pakistan club. Their fan following is bigger than Pakistan club.
Still 4 balls left in this over.
I can confirm their social media pages have more fans than Pakistan Cricket's.
Of course.
So they do have more of a social media presence at the very least. Several of the Little Saiwan women's players are still back here after the Women's Premier League game as well.
That shows the basically sympathy, interest, and the honesty or affiliation with the club. Beautiful bowling.
Good stuff. Yasmin Khan.
Ideal bowling in the situation.
9 balls to go. 38 to win. Looking harder and harder.
They can take that down to
20. Last
20.
Over.
There's a good chance there. I would back
To
Ehsan
take
Khan.
20 in the last over means they need 18 of the next 3.
Yeah, I know. And Gazanfa can use those long levers.
Long levers indeed.
He
hit a
had
few.
done that I think few times.
He's hit a few good sixes
Yeah.
at this level, but he hasn't strung together one big innings. Right?
Oh,
Oh,
he's got
the long levers. That's going to be good work there. Oh, he's fumbled
2
it.
runs. Has it gone? It's gone.
Arbaz
Oh,
Khan.
Arbaz Khan. Oh, wow.
Arbaz Khan has fumbled that one.
4 runs.
34 in 8.
Well, put it this way. I wouldn't put it past Ehsan Khan to keep
Maybe the
himself for the
Pakistan
last
club already
on-strike
got the
field.
information
Last
that
over.
at KCC one already up there, so they doesn't seem that keen to win this match.
There's a big crowd out there supporting Pakistan Association and Little Saiwan, watching on eagerly on this Sunday afternoon / evening. As Hassan Khan runs in. Oh,
Oh, flat bat smash.
flat bat straight down the ground.
Safe hands, Babar.
Ehsan Khan ran that like a demon the first run, but unfortunately Gazanfa was watching it carefully and
So now
wasn't
Ehsan's
ready
going,
for the second.
he's got to take a single this ball, or is he going to try and hit it over the ropes? What does he do here?
Well, he'll try his best to hit the maximum if he can.
I think just for the sake of controlling the equation in their favour a bit more, he would go for the maximum.
He's got to go for the 6, right?
And seeing as Gazanfa's hit good shot so far, I think I'd back him to get off strike or continue the.
Oh,
Continue
lovely
going.
ball. Nothing off it. Nothing. And he might want to run out.
No.
Ian
No.
Thompson unmoved.
No,
So it's a dot ball. Brilliant stuff from Hassan Khan. Great over that.
but let's see. Is it Tanwir Afzal to bowl
No,
that
he's not
last?
gonna bowl. He's not gonna bowl.
He's not
Tony
gonna
Somebody
bowl.
else,
It's going to be awesome.
Yasim Murtaza or Daniel Buhari.
33 and 6 balls. This.
If it's Yasim, I think some of the batsmen would fancy him a little bit. But no, is it? It's not Baba Haya, is it?
Is it Babar
Yes,
Hayat?
He's
Baba
taking
Haya.
his hat.
Is it Babar Hayat?
Yes.
He's just
Baba
taking his hat
Hayat.
off. Baba Hayat to bowl the last.
He's
over.
taking his hat off. We don't know if he's going to bowl yet. That's his
He is bowling. He's got the ball in his
he's
hands.
got the ball in his hand.
ready.
He's got his hat up. Yasin Murtaza is marking his run up. Babar's just
Oh,
having a bit of a joke with Ian Thompson.
Baba just
Just having a bit of a laugh. Just trying to see if he can
get
sneakily
in there. He's
take
fooled us. Fooled everyone.
No, it's not Babar. He's
Uh,
gone
but
down to
no,
long. He's
Yasim.
gone down to long
But
ball.
again, speaking
Well, he
about
used to bowl
Yasim,
regular in the club cricket
I have
a few years
umpired
back.
Babar bowling in a national squad friendly match and seen him get. I gave Anshuman Raut LBW to Babar's bowling.
No, he used to bowl
He's a
regular
decent
when he
bowler.
used to play
let's
for
let's
Vagabond.
Yeah, he's a
bring it
decent
back
bowler.
to the game here, boys.
Yeah.
I think if Yasim's bowling, they could fancy him here.
Well, he's got to get a 6. He's got a single.
At least it's one. At least it's one.
So it's Ehsan.
So Ehsan on strike. 5 balls of Ehsan Khan
He
now.
needs a 6 of each ball and get them there. It's 32 or 5.
Sun comes out.
The sun is shining down here.
Yes, so it's
Yeah, sun's setting actually, so we're catching a bit of it. As the clouds
Yasim
move
did
out.
bowl a no ball the last over, so let's see.
So we
what
need
they
a
can-
no ball. That's what we need. A no ball. 32 or 5.
Oh no, no,
No, that's out.
No, that's
I
out.
think that's Etisham.
out.
He's dropped
Oh,
it.
dropped. Wow.
So
Number
one run, but I
11.
think the equation there is now beyond
Again, they're going to
What-
need no balls or something.
mathematically possible now. So
Looks like the ACC at least may not get to the final, may not get to defend the crown, but at least they sign off for the win. By the looks of
yeah,
it.
and then Kazan for credit to, where credit's due. LSW still swinging and did take that down to the last over, so
Try their best.
they did do their best and they
just lost their way.
they made it competitive till the end. So
They did.
very well done, Yasim Mataza and Ehsan Khan just struck that very well. Wait for another one.
Hassan Khan out there. Having a good shift.
Oh, the overthrows it. Oh,
Open up, he's backed it up. Anas Khan,
Anas Khan.
what a role he played today. 4 wickets, 13 runs, brilliant spell. Won them the game, right?
Very much so.
Him and Babar, you think.
Baba.
Babar, did he get runs on board, right?
Yes.
Oh, and that's gone
There
up
we go.
in the air.
It's gonna be
Is
tough.
it? Is it? Is it?
It's
Is
going to be a
it?
great catch if he pulls it
6.
off. Oh no, it's just gone over him. So, a bit of a late hit. I think that's 6 will take Ehsan Khan to his 50.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. He
He's
takes
on
him,
50 years.
takes
49
Ehsan Khan to 50. So, he's fought hard. Ehsan for a side, but a bit too little too late. 38 ball, 52, not bad at all. I guess he's been one of Lil Salman's best batsmen for quite a while. Shown that here again today.
Again, 6 there.
Beautiful. Great hit.
Is that going to be?
Is it going to be 6? He hit it clean, but it might just fall short. Oh, it's plugged in. Oh, it's 4.
4.
Is it 4? Yeah, it's 4. Good effort by the
4
fielder.
there.
It's gone for 4, so 160.
They've kept going, and that's the game,
Is that it? Isn't there?
ladies and
That's
gents.
the game. Yep, that's it. That was the last ball, and Lil
And
Salman,
hands
160.
shaking. Little Saiwan fighting back there. 160 they finished on. However, not enough to best Pakistan Association, who scored 177 in their innings. Congratulations to Pakistan Association for winning the game. However, not enough to take them into the final of the Premier League, which is to be contested by KCC and HKCC at a location unknown at this current time. Thank you very much to the ladies and gentlemen watching today on YouTube and Fan Code. You've been an excellent audience. We hope you've enjoyed the cricket. We have, certainly, and it's a lovely time to finish as the sun comes out and we're seeing a Hong Kong sunset over here in Ho Man Tin. Thank you very much all for watching, and we hope to see you soon, and we'll see you all at the final.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, James Chan, Afzal Heather. The score on your screen, as mentioned earlier, has a small error in it. Anas Khan bowled superbly for 4 wickets and 13 runs, ably supported by the rest of the bowling attack. Lil Salman started well, but weren't able to finish the chase off, and 2 handshakes. That's all from us here. The next game, of course, is the final, which will be played next Sunday, 22nd November, 2 p.m. Hong Kong time. More details about this will be shared in due course. Stay tuned to our social media channels for updates, and we will be in touch with you shortly.